We're live. To all 40,000 subscribers. Jazz hands.
Here's the star.
As she walks past. Right. Tonight is the Christmas game. I keep calling it the Nightmare Before Wintermas, but I've actually read the module. It's not called that at all. It's called the Night Before Wintermas, which probably makes a little bit more sense. There should be more players, but they're all quitters. So it's the three of us tonight. Four of us even. If Steve would like to go through and do his character introduction first. The other one.
Swats.
I was... Eat quicker. Get a bigger shovel.
Or eat proper food, and you might want to eat it quicker.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
That does look rank.
You need to come up for one of my curries. Well, my missus's curries.
Curries, I don't mind. Omelette? No.
Well, I invited you up and you dismissed it because you're an ass.
Corbs, if you want to do your character introduction.
Okay. So I am playing a high elf fighter called El Gato, who, due to having had one too many fights in his career as a soldier, now thinks he is actually a cat. And goes around flourishing a rapier and charging around and putting on strange accents. Which may change through the course of El Gato.
El Gato.
Am I right in thinking that translates as the cake?
No, the cat.
Gato sounds cakey.
I shall forever call him El Gato.
El Gato. I think I didn't want to call him Puss in Boots because that might infringe some copyright laws.
Probably.
We're going for El Gato. El Gato.
Doug, what are you playing tonight?
Well, apart from my Rubik's Cube that I've just finished live on air in front of everyone, I am
set it up 30 seconds ago.
No, I didn't. I am playing a end of life dwarven life cleric by the name of Sandy Claus. Now, this guy has dyed his armor red with little white frills around the neck and the cufflinks. And he does believe that he may be heritage of the late or the great Santa Claus. Yeah, Sandy Claus. Like a cat's claws.
Very good.
If that isn't copyright infringement.
It's not at all.
Copyright Santa.
Yeah,
Unless
Santa
you're Coca-Cola.
Claus is literally exactly what he's called in Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, that's what they call him. His name is, he's actually called Santa.
Ah, well.
That's because they don't actually know who he is.
This is true.
That's why they robbed the Easter Bunny first.
Ha, that's class. Bunny.
Fuzzy Bunny.
That's the one.
All right. Steve, now you've stopped shoveling. What are you playing tonight?
I am playing a gnome, a little gnome, all dressed in green with red frills and some bells, a bit like a harlequin sort of thing, by the name of Rumpelstiltskin.
And he moans about us with fucking copyright.
Rumple.
Just Rumpel for short.
Rumple.
And he travels from town to town, selling wares and conning and tricking people.
I am slightly concerned about the amount of people wearing frills tonight, but each to their own.
Jazz hands.
All right.
If we start calling each other darlings, then you can worry.
All right, River.
Oh, God. You were in that game, were you?
Luckily.
Hello, darling.
Coming over old Jar Jar Gabor.
Right, there we go. The adventure starts. It's the night before Wintermas Festival. You have been summoned to the town of Frosthold. It's a relatively large town, as towns go in the north. It's your usual northern sort of place. You two will know what that's like.
Yeah, monkey hangers.
It's famous
Whoa.
mostly for being a sort of minor town, but its big business at the moment is the Happy Joy Toy Company, who incidentally are the ones that have summoned you to their offices.
Orifices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have employed you. Well, they employed 4 of you to attend, but only the 3 of you have arrived. As you, where is it? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, get off. Stupid thing. That's not going to work, is it?
Hell no.
Right. Screen share. Application window, that'll do. As you approach the town, it's sort of centered around a points of a compass. There are 4 gates, northeast, southwest. As you can see in that map of what I've just shared, which is still on the screen. You got it?
Yes.
Yeah, and the
Cool.
one above it.
Ignore that one. I did warn you it was going to be loose. Right. Usually the town is full of gruff northerners working hard. Conditions are quite unforgiving. Primary business, as I've said, hunting, mining, collecting and processing bone and ivory for the Happy Joys toys. While everyone has a rough northern accent, almost everyone that you come across today is very much in the "gee golly, mister," sort of very over-the-top, happy, Disney-esque voices. You see quite a few people milling around with big smiles on their face. Typical festivities type atmosphere. You can hear in the centre of the town there's a travelling performer who's got an absolutely magical voice as far as you're concerned. Singing various different Wintermas carols to the overjoyed onlookers. There is the obvious smell of a smithy's in the centre. A tavern, which also has a sign for a general store. There is another stall called Bob's Bargain Bottles, which has a picture of an alchemy flask over the side of it. And Marvo's Miraculous Magical Medallions and a temple. Over to the northeast is the Happy Joy Toy Company, just outside of town. Where would you like to go first?
I did send you a quick PM, Craig.
Facebook.
Yep.
Okay.
Just leave him for a little bit, see how he does. Leave him for a little bit, see how he does.
Would you like me to PM you the answer to that, or just do it publicly?
Yeah, publicly.
Very good. You get it's sort of like a black and white type. They're either naughty or they're nice feeling for you. Rumpel is quite obviously on the naughty list, whereas Elgato is just about on the nice list.
Fantastic.
I wouldn't say I'm on the naughty list.
I would.
People who are on the naughty list never think they're on the naughty list, my friend.
Yes, but what it is I give them fair bargain, and they fail, they owe me. They agreed terms before.
Well. Okay then.
So where would you like to go to first? Would you like to head straight to the Happy Joy Toy Company and inquire about your job? Or did you want to have a brief look around the town first?
I'd like to know where this angelic festive voice is coming from.
Right in the centre of town, there's a small gathering of people stood around them. A travelling performer who's got a lute in hand and a magically projected voice.
Right.
Don't press too hard because he's just a fluff character.
Okay.
What is this guy's name?
Fluffy McFluffy Pants.
If you ask the audience in town, they inform you that he's called Bing Crosby.
Oh,
Oh,
I'd like to very quickly leave and go to the toy company. Thank you.
yes. Quickly.
Oh,
before
you're going to miss all my other winter puns. But okay.
And can I say that he is most definitely on the naughty list?
As you walk past to go towards the Happy Joy Company, you do notice there is a large coin purse on this side where people have chucked donations in. It doesn't appear that anybody's particularly paying any attention to it at the moment. They're all too focused on his singing.
I will certainly
Too slow.
see if I could get close to it without being observed.
Nobody's paying a blind bit of attention to it.
Then I will definitely take it.
Very good.
As he goes to take it,
Yes.
I would go and make everyone look.
As you start coughing, everybody just turns to look at you. So it has a complete.
Rumpel picks up the thing, stashes it fast, and is like,
And then I say, he took the gold. I can't be naughty. I'm sure he took it because he had plenty of gold he wanted to add to it.
Are you going to respond, or are you just going to run away?
I'm just gonna be like, look over my shoulder, like, who took what? What is where? Okay, I'm going now. See you, bye.
Oh dear. Sorry, but we can't be having this.
Everybody just sort of look around at each other and just not really sure what's going on. So,
Yeah, I'm
sure.
sorry, but I can't be allowing this. He's being naughty. So as he starts to walk off, I wave my hands, I grasp the symbol around my chest, and little motes of white light flicker around him as I cast Hold Person on Rumpelstiltskin.
Fuck.
A few of the little smaller ones start clapping, thinking it's all part of the show.
Yep.
Bing looks a little bit annoyed.
That's a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Can I use disguise self? It only
can
takes
do.
an action. And just make it all part of the show sort of looking thing.
If you want to.
Yeah, we'll use that. I'll just start like swapping into another. I'll become I'll look exactly the same as how Doug's character looks.
Fantastic. So I will walk up to this paralyzed person.
Bing starts singing, "Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus." Then,
And I will turn it into a little dance as I go hopping forward. Take the purse back.
Mommy, why is there two Santa Clauses?
In addition to that, I will have a rummage through to find any more coin on his person.
You bastard. Can I speak while I'm held?
Yes.
It's like, no, 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 that is mine. You are thieving. You are going on naughty list.
Still looking for. I'm not going to take all your coin, but I try and find your coin.
Any amount is still stealing.
Do I find any coin?
I don't think I actually told you if you've got any coins, though.
I started with coin, but
We're 5th level. I'm sure we got something.
Yeah, blag it. You've got 100 coin each.
Okay. In which case, I would take 5 gold off Rumpelstiltskin, add it to the purse that he stole, and present it back to the entertainer.
he's going to look like visibly shocked on his face. But as soon as he can, as soon as Doug drops his spell, he's going to bow and walk off, like a bit seething inside.
Why, thank you, Santa Claus. It really is the season of giving, isn't it?
It is, my friend. Keep a close eye on your purse.
It would seem so.
And as soon as I put the purse down, which is probably only 20 seconds so, I would drop the spell early.
Yeah, just like, it would seem so, yes.
Deck the halls with boughs of warhammers, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
And with that, I pull out my warhammer and I start walking, swinging it. La 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 la.
Right.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen you play a good character. Ever.
El Gato, shall we go see this toy company?
I think we should go that way, yes.
And I think we need to keep an eye on our colleague.
You keep your eyes to yourself. I will deal with my business, you deal with yours.
And my detection says you're slightly even more on the naughty list now.
Right. As you make your way to the Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company, you're greeted by a very stereotypical, uninterested receptionist. A goblin, of course. Sat behind the desk, slouched, filing her nails. Name?
I am Sandy Claus. This is our colleague Rumpelstiltskin and El Gato.
Don't be telling everybody.
Who are you here to see?
We were summoned.
We were summoned. I don't know who we were here to see. Admit us immediately to your highest person, or I will pour scorn upon your person again.
You're one of that lot. Sign this disclaimer through the door.
I would like
piece
to
of
be able
paper
to please
with a
read
big long
all the
list.
small print.
Send you a big long piece of paper with a large disclaimer. The general gist of what it says is Happy Joy Toy Company and Tobacco Company is not held liable for any death, dismemberment, disfigurement, or lasting permanent injury sustained in the course of this permanent employment. You are not permanently employed. If you suffer any injury or the job is not completed, you will forfeit all pay, any benefits. There are no holiday pays included. You are not entitled to any rights. If you agree, please sign below, and your names have already been signed. Through the door, wait in the seated area.
Are you sure you don't work part-time at my doctor's surgery?
That's on line 2. Next.
Bloody, I'm usually the one to make all the contracts around here. I don't know what this is going on about.
As you make your way through the door, it's like you see old offices and things with like the teak-panelled walls, very strong smell of cigar smoke and tobacco, quite dim light and imposing. On either side of the wall, there's very dubious-looking product posters for various different items that they've sold, including a teddy bear that really smokes. And a creepy doll that laughs but doesn't need any batteries. Various other motivational posters, including productivity means pay, or lack thereof, and a few other things. There's one
We're
or
in
two.
the NHS.
There's a slightly smaller door than you normally would see, about 5 foot, glass halfway down.
That's a big door.
For you, everything's big, little man.
It's adequate for you lot because you're all small. But on the door is a name tag with Quentin Happyjoy.
Quentin Happyjoy. Is this who we are here to see?
You would imagine so. It does say Senior Vice President, Manager, CEO, CFO, CPP, OPP.
Is there anyone else in this sort of waiting area?
No,
Is there anything of interest here?
other than the motivational posters, no.
Has he been naughty or good?
Overwhelmingly naughty.
Overwhelmingly naughty. Rumpelstiltskin, you have a competition for the most naughty person here.
I don't want to be the most naughty. I just told you I make deals, and sometimes the deals pay off in my favor.
So stealing coin from a hard-working street vendor?
Then he will learn a valuable lesson not to leave his coin out on the floor.
And you learned a valuable lesson not to do that in front of me.
To be fair, he wasn't that good. He sounded like last time I went to the vets, you know.
Well...
Rumpel's gonna walk over and just like, if the door's open, just hold his hand above his head, push the handle open, and just like strut on in.
As you walk in, you're faced with again another teak panelled door with a large window on the far side, which faces out into the tundra. It's snowing outside currently.
I was just gonna make a call.
Okay. Actually, no, I'm going to grab a cup of tea. Not a cup of tea, sorry, a can of Coke. 2 seconds.
Okie dokie. And then there were two.
I have my Van Rouge. I'm being good tonight, though, because over there I have a bottle of... What is it? What is it? Admiral Benbow spiced rum.
Oh, nice.
And just next to that, I have a bottle of 2001 Dow's Vintage Port waiting to be opened.
It is Christmas.
Funny story about port.
Go on, then.
First time I ever had an alcoholic drink, somebody told me it was blackcurrant juice, and they gave it to me in a big pint glass. Bearing in mind I was 13 at the time, I'd never had like a proper alcoholic drink before.
Purple puke.
I took a massive swig of the stuff. It was fucking vile.
You know what they say? Any old port in a storm.
Do it.
Well, that's that bottle will be opened in May next year.
My mum's called if you can consider it, Kev.
Sorry.
Hi, hello.
4 days before Christmas. We might not be going to her on Christmas Day
Okay.
because she continues to be poorly. I'm not putting the kids around it. She's
No.
got,
What's up with it?
well, she thought she was going to be sick. She's not been sick, but she's got, apparently her stomach's making some really funny noises. She's got.
And at that point, the mic
Yeah.
muted.
I think that's a good point to mute it before it got too graphic.
Yeah, probably indigestion.
Yeah. Okay. Right, while we're on a break, I'm going to direct the children to go and
Puppy,
brush teeth.
come say hello, puppy.
Right, you two, time to go and brush teeth and get ready for beddy balls. And you can have a film on, okay? Oliver? Ellie? Oliver?
Ollie, Ellie, brush your teeth. You've been told.
Let's go. Okay. Come on.
Art thou content that's juggled, Steve?
That looks juggled. Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
Ellie.
Let me click on you.
Need a hot water bottle,
Go
bring
on,
it down
man.
to me. Oliver. Need a hot
You've
water
been
bottle,
reading
bring
up
it
on
down
how
to
to
me.
do these, haven't you?
I've been doing this for years, mate. I'm not a speed doer. I just know how to do it.
Good girl.
I'm not one of these you can do it in like 4 point something seconds.
I saw like a little Oriental kid like juggling 3 of them. And
I saw
doing them
that.
while doing it.
Yeah, under 2 minutes. Yep.
Yeah.
Or the guy who holds his breath and under 2 minutes solves 5 underwater.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, they just do this.
I know. It's just crazy. So, there's your first stage. Get one color correct,
Oh.
and then get the T effect on all 4 faces.
Yes.
Do, 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 do.
Welcome to D&D. We show you how to solve all kinds of issues in your daily life.
Hello. Lou says, what does everybody want for tea tonight?
I won't mind a bacon.
Not what the fuck you had.
What do you have?
You had asparagus omelette and tomato
No, not that.
thing.
Asparagus. The word asparagus just kills it. No.
So she agrees.
The asparagus was just on the top. It wasn't in it.
I live with omelette, not tomato.
It would have been better if it was in it, I think.
No, asparagus is gorgeous. I could eat that on its own.
Fun
I'll
fact,
I'll tell you what I'd
asparagus
like.
tastes like honey puffs.
Beef stew with dumplings.
Minus the dumplings, and I'm with
Have you
you.
eaten asparagus?
Just because I don't like sweet dumplings.
Next stage is fill in the corners. So you've got 2 rows completely the same.
No need to have
Yes.
Like what?
married me, didn't you?
Well, yeah, good point. Ow!
We deserve that.
Has she got your bollocks too, Craig?
Just smacked him all across the arm.
Yeah,
Something she said.
Yeah, I think you weren't meant to agree with.
Don't say it then if you ain't meant to agree with it.
I'm hungry.
All right, well, eat that.
Oh.
Cross.
Get back in the kitchen. Help!
Where you're supposed to be.
Oh,
Why do I not like Steve all of a sudden? I didn't even hear what he said. I just don't like him anymore.
Why was it me? If you didn't hear anything.
I saw your lips move,
Does she
Steve.
knows Steve?
She knows you.
I'm hungry.
Well, she gets the same treatment as you.
What do you want?
I don't know. That's why I was asking what you wanted.
KFC.
What are your options? Give us some
KFC.
options.
That was no suggestion.
Do you want KFC? They're on Just Eat. They deliver now.
Do
Yeah, KFC
Yeah, they
delivery.
do.
They
So the
do.
Maccas-
I'll do it. I'm sure they do.
Not just they don't.
Yes, they fucking do. I had an email about it.
Maccas and KFC both deliver.
And Burger King.
Not to us, they don't.
Burger King doesn't
I
around
had
here
an
yet.
email from Just Eat about it.
But I think the nearest one's probably like
Last week, I think it was.
8 or 9 miles. That's pretty cool, man. That's a
Yeah.
cool, useless skill.
Oh,
It
cool.
got me a
KFC.
pint
If
a
you're
week
getting
ago in
tired
the
of
pub.
the talk, we're proud to deliver KFC to the nation on Just
Guy
Eat.
said,
we
"Oh,
deliver
but you
to your
can't do
area."
that
Of
quick."
course they have
Like,
fucking
how
delivered to
quick?
us.
Well, I can go
He
out.
went under 5 minutes. I went, I'll do it in under 3. He went, go on then.
Right,
So I did.
yeah. If you want KFC.
Bloody hell.
I want KFC. I will go and try them.
Doggy's choice wins.
What do you want?
I don't know, the bonus bucket thing.
Don't get a bonus banquet, you boring sod.
Have they got a menu
Zinger.
online?
Screw you,
Zinger.
you've had a
Wicked
fucking
Zinger box
asparagus
meal.
Zinger Tower Burger Mills. Yeah.
Menu online.
Yeah. I apologise for this. D&D will resume normally in a few minutes.
No, it won't.
I'll tell you what I did like, the old
What is
Louisiana.
the warm normal?
I'm hungry. My
Do you remember the Louisiana burger,
I didn't
Steve?
like the dirty Louisiana.
You can play
It
till
was
half
too
11.
sloppy.
if you need it.
Or it might have just been that I had a bad one, but it just
So
fell
I'm going to
apart.
go to 11:30 tomorrow.
The one where there was no buns, but the buns were 2 chicken breasts.
Oh, that one. That was all right, actually. Yes. That wasn't the dirty Louisiana, though.
Is it not?
Oh, the Dirty Louisiana, they just had loads of sauce on it, and the buns just like fell apart because it was too sloppy. But that was like, what was that?
Lou.
It was like chicken within chicken.
Do you know what a dirty Louisiana actually is?
I don't want you to tell me.
Urban Dictionary.
I don't think I want to. Urban Dictionary discusses everything.
I used to get the random fact of the day from Urban Dictionary, and I had to stop because my work got me in trouble.
I can just notice it.
No.
Oh, they've got bacon and cheese meals, haven't they?
Yeah. Boneless banquets. The Big Daddy.
Urban
Philly
Dictionary.
box meal.
Dirty Louisiana.
Louisiana.
You are?
One that accent. What?
Urban Dictionary, it.
When the act of withdrawal during anal sex triggers spontaneous diarrhea in your partner.
The dry cleaner, how my trousers got into such a state, I said, Dirty Louisiana. It just slipped out.
I seem to have rejoined the wrong part of this conversation.
Not only is it a D&D session, it's also an educational lesson.
I'm going to rename this Curse of Strahd, The Reckoning.
No.
Yeah.
I've eaten pork pie.
Yeah.
Doesn't belong on my fucking phone.
Your phone doesn't belong on my dice box.
I'll have the half-eaten pork pie.
Oh, no. Pork pies are just... Ugh.
Oh, I want a Scotch egg.
Scotch. Oh, now we're talking. Haggis.
Southerners, you're all weird.
I'm not Southern.
Are you being rude to your friends?
No, I called you a Northerner.
There's nothing wrong with being a Northerner. Remember you married one?
You're confused about being Northern now.
There's nothing right about
You're
being
awesome.
Northern either.
I was born in the north. Right, what's wrong for take?
And you tried to escape. That says it all.
Well, yeah. Either the boneless box or
A wicked Zinger tower meal.
Yeah, the Zinger box meal.
Which one would you prefer?
The Zinger box.
Zinger.
Yeah, go Zinger.
What side?
Corn.
Gravy.
Tramp.
Corn.
Corn or beans? The gravy's vile since they changed the recipe.
It
I
is.
thought they changed it.
And the chips.
The chips are alright if you put a bit of red salt on them.
I don't know. Regular side, regular drinks, either gravy or beans.
Well, what do you prefer?
Beans.
Gravy.
Corn.
Ah, Tramp.
Pepsi.
Always corn.
Quentin's gone out for lunch.
Who the fuck is Quentin?
The guy whose office you're currently stood in?
Oh.
Thanks for getting focus, Steve.
Yeah, it's the 60 normal, but it's a really narrow, really fat one.
I prefer the long thing.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to throw my shoes on and break out here. Burger King. Do you want anything from Burger King?
No, sir. Sorry.
Alright, I will prep all Burger King now.
Okay.
Before you begin, Krieg, I'm planning on writing up a mecha adventure as I bought it and haven't used it. Anyone interested?
2 seconds.
I don't know what you just said.
When I come back, I'm going to eat myself into a coma and then try and do useful things.
You're going to eat yourself.
Into a coma.
Well, I don't know what they thought I said. Actually, no, I wouldn't.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm rocking it up.
That's why we've got extra ribs, so we can't do that shit.
Might be a great sweet.
I don't know what it's like down for you, down south with the school runs or up north, Steve.
Done.
You are not showing him what I'm wearing. You are.
That's just Tinkerbell PJs. They're not bad.
Yeah, but it's school run attire, isn't it?
It's what attire?
School run.
I tell you what,
Who
I
the
kid
fuck
you
wears
not.
pajamas on the school run apart from
Pretty much every fucking mother that I've seen going to that bastard school down by us.
my
Not me.
wife does
I
occasionally.
went
If she
shopping
goes, she'll stay in
in
the
my
car.
I went shopping in fleecy Superman pajama bottoms,
Between nip out
a
and going
t-shirt,
is just
slippers,
opposite.
and caught a
That's
shoplifter in that gear.
Well done. Da, 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 da.
Grandma got a Christmas
I'm going for a Dice Tower record.
She said, how well dressed the kids are.
You got to beat my 16,
how
Steve.
healthy and healthy they look. And my mum went, that's the biggest compliment you can have when you've got 4 kids in close ages. And I went, well, maybe Grandma should have come to the fucking cinema to see them today, and they wouldn't be happy then, would they?
How many did you get? 16.
Well, they don't get 16 fucking kids.
I think it's 16.
Right. Make it Kara?
Right.
Yep.
What I was saying is, I'm thinking of doing a mecha
Right.
hack one shot.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a Abtab like Transformers meets Command and Conquer type thing, isn't it?
It's a Voltron D&D session.
Yeah. It doesn't really hold any interest to me, unfortunately. Sorry.
A bit like your wife.
Oh!
I've got images of that
Okay,
doing me going through my head now when they're in the park.
We're at 10.
What are you using though?
What?
D6.
What dice are you using?
A whole range of random die.
Okay. Have you got 20s in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you reckon 20 quid's enough to buy for me?
Oh,
I don't know
How much is a Zynga box? Does anybody know?
it's
That's
£6.99.
£6.50, £7, yeah.
£7 for mine.
I'll probably buy it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Go on, knock it off there, get the webcam.
Unless you get a photo, it don't count.
That's the top.
Who's that? Oh, it's dice.
It's a dice tower. That's cheating.
Look, they're all fucking sixes.
No, you said put a
Cheating-
D20 in there.
No,
That's
you
cheating.
cheating bastard.
They're all random kinds. They're all different shapes and colours.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Do I get a kiss? I'm not
Yeah.
going to stand here for nothing.
I'll
Do you
do
want to
it.
give them one?
No, I don't want to give you fucking friends a kiss. No offense, mates, but no.
Rude.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Drop
me
in
too.
a minute.
I want to kiss Lou.
Oh, stop. She stopped. She's thinking.
I can get through that to punch him.
You might have that D&D parcel around your head in a minute.
I'll tell you what, that caused some.
Love you. That was doing my fucking nutting. That was. I've never had an issue with Hermes before, particularly, but I always hear horror stories about them.
Yeah, I'm hearing horror stories left, right, and centre, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I went out to Westwood Shopping Centre yesterday. Came back, and my stepdaughter was coming down from upstairs. I'm like, "Where you been?" She went, "Oh, I just dropped a parcel off for you." So, what parcel? She went, "Yes, some bloke delivered. Said it got delivered to the wrong address."
I can't believe how they managed to fuck that one up. What I'll do is, if they go through and they honour the claim, I'll split it with you.
That works.
Right. Right, yeah. Ah, shit. You're sat in an office, well, stood in the entryway to an office. Quite an old type, normal looking office. All that's there is one desk, 2 chairs on the side that you're on, and a large leather-bound type chair, which is currently facing the window. You can see like thin wisps of smoke pluming up from the side of the chair. As you walk in, you hear a squeaky sort of voice. Ah, took your time getting here, didn't you?
Oh, hey, mister, that's not the nicest way to say hello.
Don't talk to your boss like that. Get in here.
He's just going to grumble under his breath and sit on one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
chairs. You heard nothing.
You hear this? Docking you 10 gold wage.
I haven't even got the job. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I find that's the best way to keep employees happy. Don't tell them what they're doing. As the 3 of you walk into the room, the chair spins round and you see a quite a young-looking goblin in a full-on suit, waistcoat with cigar and monocle. That is Quentin Happyjoy
Do we have
Junior.
picture, or is it just
Use your imagination.
cool?
I can't do everything for you.
Where is Quentin Senior?
He's dead.
Oh, how did he die?
Smoked himself to an early grave.
Oh,
And then
you're
all the
doing
fucking
well,
trouble he left
you're
me
doing
in.
well.
I've got stuck with this company.
Yeah, but you are smoking too. You're doing well. You're following suit. It's good.
Chip off the old block.
Yeah, you won't be boss for long then. He just goes along, like, under his breath, humming a little tune.
Right.
I
assume you've all read
apologise
the
for
disclaimer
our
on the
obnoxious little friend there. How can we be of service?
target. Well, I assume you've all read the disclaimer and signed everything. Yes? Good. You're now under the employ of the Happy Joy Toy Company and Tobacco. What we are about to tell you is strictly need to know only, and nobody needs to know, so I'm going to give you the very basics. We are having some financial issues this year. There appears to be some competition with a fat red bloke of the north. In order to achieve our targets this year, we require the skills of at least 4, probably 5 strong adventurers. I noticed that there is only 3 of you, but as you've already decided the contract and disclaimer, we'll see what we can do. You did read the part about death isn't covered, didn't you? Yes?
Yes.
Good. I'm sure it'll be nothing. Anyway, we have sent some scouts to the North Pole to try and reason with him, but we unfortunately haven't heard anything back. I assume they're just on annual leave, and they haven't told me. Yes, annual leave. So, in the interests of maintaining our broad rota, we would like to employ some more staff to go and negotiate, i.e.,
I like what
take over hostilely. We would appreciate you negotiating with this fat red guy. However, if that's not possible, you are authorised, with what little power you're going to give, to deal with him, shall we say, with as little media backlash as possible. Happy Joy Toy Company does not endorse killing of Santa. However, should it happen, accidents are quite common in the workplace, so I'm told. And so my lawyer tells me. More so at Christmas. Anyway, discussing payment. The terms of the contract agree to 250 gold up front each, and then if you return, we will pay 750 gold each as well. That's much better, Steve. Oh, he's blushing.
So, you pay me 250 gold, I go, and if we manage to return, I get 750 more, yes?
Yes.
Are you gonna have that in writing?
Sorry?
I want it in writing.
It's all in writing in the contract that you already signed that we filed away.
Where is my copy of the contract?
Extra weight would just encumber you. We don't want you to weigh you down. We're going to give you the best possible chance.
If you give me contract, my own copy, I will accept.
Very well. He presses a button on his desk. Cockroach will bring me in the contract book. Yes, the complete volumes. A few minutes pass by and you start hearing the squeaking of a dolly push. And in walks this quite old type goblin. Beard, whiskey, moustache type thing. Carrying a dolly. On top of the dolly, there are 42 volumes of the contracts of employment for Happy Joy Toy Company. Do you want to take the dolly with you, or would you like a bag?
No, just my contract.
That is your contract.
Oh. So where is my 250?
He dumps 4 bags on the table.
Okay.
And then takes
He
one back.
grabs this, walks out the door, and walks back in. He's like, I've returned. I want 750 now.
You're funny.
I asked you explicitly if you just wanted me to go and return. You said yes.
I haven't sent you anywhere yet.
You told me to go. I went.
Did you read the part about disciplinary kneecapping?
Sheesh. You people and your contracts. You're almost as good as mine.
Better. Did you read the
It
part where
takes
you're not
down in a
allowed to make
proper-
contracts?
He sits down in a proper huff. Starts counting his 250.
It's all there. Goblins are honest to their word. I shall give you an hour, unless you want to go straight away. You can go and pick up supplies from town. You've probably passed through. There's a general store, smithy. I believe there's what passes as an alchemist. Or if you'd like to buy any cigarettes, feel free. Very good. We could almost see the super glue.
I got one more than Doug's. I'm impressed.
You could get more on there.
Oh yeah, I'm going to try. I'm currently at 17.
Yeah,
If I
but
don't knock the table.
mine are completely mixed up though.
So mine.
I will be impressed when you use D4s. Until then,
D4 is the base.
I had a D4 at the top.
What should we...
yeah. Shall we depart this office? I fear I have weed in the corner of the floor, but don't tell the person.
I leaned on the table and it moved. Fuck.
Oh,
Well, I got to 17.
Quickly before he notices the wet patch. Come on, let's go.
so we have to go to see Santa Claus at the North Pole.
Yes. The general gist of the contract is he wants you to travel to the North Pole. He will provide a means of transport. He wants you to negotiate with Santa to stop encroaching and giving out free toys on Wintermas Eve. The general gist of it is that the parents across the realm aren't bothering to buy toys because they know that this fat golly is going to give them out for free anyway. This is massively hurting the goblins' bottom line. And considering he never wanted the job in the first place,
Bottom.
it's a bit of an bit of a problem for him.
Inconvenience?
That's the word I was after.
You're welcome. That will be 10 gold.
That'll offset the 10 gold you've already lost.
Yes.
I will be happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
where is the transport?
If, are you ready to go now?
I do not see why not.
No. It's up to you. You can either go now or you can go in an hour. He places 4 snow globes on the table. Sorry, 3 snow globes on the table. Apologies. Inside is like a wintry scene, lots of trees, and a figure of a red thing with a hat. Smash those on the floor and you'll be transported to wherever you need to be.
Does the figure look a bit like me?
Yes, but fatter.
Rumpel's just going to reach out and go, psh, with all of them.
As you feel the room sucking you in, it sort of squeezes and compresses you, and you get incredibly, incredibly cold. What were you all wearing?
I am wearing a robe and some noble clothes underneath.
Very good. Elgato?
I am wearing the chainmail.
Oh dear.
Yes, I think that might be a bit chilly.
Why did you choose chainmail when we are going to, like...
Rumpel? No, not Rumpel, sorry. Sandy, what are you wearing?
It is not Rumpel, it is Rumpel.
I
chose
too
chainmail
am
because I'm a
wearing
catcher for
chain,
that
but
colour.
I'm wearing the frilly bits. And in my character write-up, if we discussed, I was actually resistant to cold anyway.
Good.
I have used Furful in magic. I can't
Oh,
remember you
it's
were.
the flip in magic.
Yeah, one of them. The Furful in magic.
Yeah, I have. You can't kill me.
Just
Is it one of those?
No, it's just the
It's
disguise self
what's
to
it
put
called? That bloody
cat
thing.
fur on.
Snurfle blood and magic or something.
Deep gnome.
Yeah, that's what I am. A deep gnome.
It's Smurfy magic.
Smurf magic. We call it Smurf magic. It's like, what is it? Snufferblin or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Snifflerblum.
one of them.
Right. So, are you all immune to cold damage then?
No.
No,
I'm not immune to it, but I'm wearing reasonable clothes.
I've got disguise self on, which uses a transformation thing to look
Yeah.
like a cat. So I've got cat fur.
That'll do.
Other than that, I'm not immune to cold at all.
That will do.
I think that's illusion, not real fur.
It's illusory warmth. I feel warm. It's like being a northerner when you can go out in a t-shirt.
It's like
and
beer goggles.
Why, aye, mate?
yeah,
Right.
it is
What's
illusory.
that? What's that when they give you a medicine or whatever that does nothing, but you mind?
Placebo.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's one of them.
placebo warmth.
So I'm going to get cold because it is just an illusion.
Very well.
I'm afraid.
Steve, see if you want to give me a Constitution save,
Which Steve?
the one with the C in his name.
So,
Steve with a C.
Yeah.
Steeken.
okay, I'm just going to roll on.
Steven.
Kevin.
I'm
Kevin.
gonna roll a die on
dice
roll
go.
20.
Move. Move down.
You what, sorry, Steve?
I'm just rolling a dice on roll 20. Oh dear God. 8.
I gave you a set of dice.
Yes, but
You are overwhelmed by how cold it is. You instantly start shivering as soon as the light flashes into your eyes. You're greeted, all three of you, with a flat winter tundra. Off in the distance, it's reasonably light. You can see quite far. Off in the distance, you can see what appears to be rows upon rows of figures standing in a line with a large, almost glacial ice sheet for a backdrop.
Well, I'm straight away going to get my bedroll out and wrap that around my shoulders.
Before you do that, I see the cat shivering, and what I do is I walk up to him, I give him a big hug,
And scratching behind the ears.
and as I place my hands on his back, at the same time, I whisper into his ear, "Feel the cold no more." And I cast a protection from energy cold spell on him.
He whispers, "Meet me out back in 5 minutes."
Incidentally, Sandy Claus, you get an overwhelming feeling of nice things,
Ah,
apart from Rumpel. He's
What
kind
the
of like that one rotten apple at the bottom of the bag that grows the whole lot.
Well, hopefully you can melt his little icy heart during this game.
Yeah,
you'd probably
so,
melt something.
I do have fireball magic. That's okay.
so Elgato now has resistance to cold.
Good. You should all see a screen share thing, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Go north!
Winter is
Whoa!
coming.
The wall,
Oh, it's out again soon, isn't it?
May.
Is it? No, it's not.
April, isn't it?
I
That's
thought it
like
was
up
like
at your
March
house,
or
Steve.
April.
It's
Hey?
April, I think.
What's that, Cobbs?
That's like up at your house in cold.
It's very, very similar.
Are
Are you coming over watching that when it starts?
We should start an a cappella group.
I'm at 2 series or so behind, unfortunately.
That's fine. We can rewatch. We can
I'm on
rewatch.
season
You
2.
can watch that in that time.
I'm on season 2.
You're on season. Jesus Christ!
I never watched it when it first came out. I couldn't stand it at first.
I have read all the books, though. So.
I've read all the books and I'm still waiting because we're further in the season now than we are in the books.
I don't
Well,
think
he's
you'll
not
finish it.
writing the end of the books until after the end of the shows comes out. He said.
But he's dying of cancer.
Well,
Fucking inconsiderate bastard.
Oh, it's going to be another fucking Robert Jordan job, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
who's Robert Jordan?
Oh dear.
I will come up there now and slap it inside of your face.
Go on then.
Blasphemy.
I'll throw some asparagus at you.
You know who Robert Jordan is?
Oh, time.
Wheel of Time,
Wheel
yeah.
of Time. I'm with you. My bad.
He fucking contracted this
All
weird,
I
random.
had in my head was fucking Robin Hobb, and that's the wrong author.
He contracted this
he's
weird, random blood disorder that's like 1 in 3 million or something.
Died
Four
really
books
fucking
from the
quickly.
end. So he stopped writing all the books and just wrote out the draft copies of the last 4 instead. Stopped writing the book he was writing to just finish drafting the whole thing out. And then when he died, in his will, it was written down that his wife had to go and find another author to finish the season off, but she could only use one author, and he had to stick to his notes. He couldn't deviate. So they went and got Brendan Sanderson.
Well,
Did he finish it?
Yeah, he finished it.
it was atrocious.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was
Quite
like
the same.
watching a James Bond from one director, and all of a sudden they had a new director, and it was a completely different film.
Yeah.
And the director was the Chuckle Brothers.
It was
They
massively,
would have done a better job, I think.
different in pace.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He basically compacted what should have been about 6 or 7 more books into 3.
Well, I got a feeling that Chris Paolini done that with Aragon.
Yeah,
It was the Inheritance cycle was originally meant to be a trilogy. Then he expanded it to 4.
It was never supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was supposed to be a standalone.
No, it was originally going to be a trilogy.
No, it was written as a standalone, and then when he realised how long it was, he split it into a trilogy. Before he'd even finished writing it, he split it into a trilogy.
Then he
And
wrote
then-
it into 4 books.
Yeah. Then
And
when
then
he finished the last
it
book,
should have been 6 or 7. Then they wrote a film, and
we don't talk about that.
hell.
We do not talk about that.
No,
It's still all right.
no, it ain't.
Yeah.
The books are really good.
Yes,
The books are fantastic. The film was fucking awful.
No, not having it. It's good to watch. with the
it's
kids.
like Fight Club.
Right. Yeah. Off in the distance, you can see these rows upon rows of figures. Above you is the northern, what we would consider the northern lights, auroras, making it very pretty and all magical.
Pretty.
I thought you meant Blackpool for a second.
No, Blackpool lights are prettier.
They're shit.
Whoa.
We were going to go look at them this year, and we saw videos of them online. They're fucking awful. There's about 3 lights.
That's Cleveland's.
There's a
I
lot
could have
more
done a
than
better
that.
Christmas. I could have done a better illuminations with my Christmas tree. Compared to what it used to be like when we were kids, it's awful.
Steve's got a pretty tree.
My tree be here.
Steve's tree's better than my tree. I like my tree.
Ooh, pretty.
Yours was easier to reveal than mine.
I'll tell you, I'm going to be back in a second because I'm going to take a photo of my tree and show you guys.
I love how we're all sharing our bushes.
Ah, nice bush.
Ash. You're a
What
ten.
happened with the beard shaping, by the way? Did you just like slip and go like through the middle? Because your tash isn't attached anymore.
It never was.
Oh, it looked like it, but it was all bushy.
It doesn't grow here, and I have a little bald patch here, but I cover it up by a little beard comb over.
I was just going to say, you've got a comb over.
I've got a little comb under.
Yeah. He has those bits waxed. Professional.
Oh. Well, I wanted a beard, and I never knew what to do apart from bloody trim it and stuff. So I
I
just
grew my beard for about 6 months, and I got no more than this.
that what you saw was about 3 or 4 months,
Bastard.
and then I
It doesn't
decided.
even grow the same fucking colour. That's the problem.
Well, mine isn't. Mine's like very pale here.
I go ginger in parts and black in another.
Racist. So I wanted to grow it out just into a big bush. Didn't care what it. Just go for the hobo look, and then just before Christmas, go and get it properly cut into like a nice, clean cut sort of thing. So now I've got a nice beard for Christmas. My wife found me like an awesome barber, so I don't have to drive all the way to where I used to live now for a barber.
Just metagaming, you're all going to get fucked over by Frosty the Snowman.
Sounds kinky. Oh. My thing's too high now. There we go.
She must have sent me a message. Fucking hell, Doug.
What?
Have you got any lounge?
Not much. That's quite deceptive, actually, because that's a huge fucking space.
As bad as us with 4 kids.
Where am I looking?
The chat.
Oh, Snufflurblin magic chat.
That one, yeah.
You're forgetting I got 4 as well. That live with us.
I've
The 2
I'll
that
have
have moved out.
4 in like very shortly. Bloody hell, dog. Santa's not supposed to deliver them yet.
Our kids have been told if they don't start fucking tidying up, Santa ain't delivering at all.
Crazy thing is, that sits about fucking waist high.
That's ridiculous amount of stuff. They don't need all that.
Right. In front of you, you can see obviously this ice wall with quite an obvious large crack type passageway through the middle of it.
Nice crack.
Directly in front of that,
Is this a goddamn?
what appears to be rows upon rows of figures, all just stood there. What are you going to do?
Hello.
It's a little bit far away for them to hear you.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand. A massive waving Mage Hand.
Nothing happened.
Maybe we should walk a little closer, you imbecile.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Come along, small person.
I'm not small, I'm
Small person.
vertically challenged.
I've eaten bigger mice than you. Come along.
You've eaten mice?
Well, you know, sometimes one gets a little hungry. No, it's fine. Let us
So
walk.
you're making your way closer, is that right?
Oh,
Yes,
Yes.
let us go closer.
he's going to shout up his ear to see the Night's Watch.
Out of interest, what's all your passive perceptions?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have a 18.
I can never remember
You get
how.
an 18 in passive perception.
good grief. At 12.
I don't even know where it is.
What?
We're
the
now
character sheet
proficiency
on?
3.
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Left-hand side. Quarter of the way down the page.
It can be much higher than that.
Passive
Passive.
wisdom perception.
Wisdom perception is 11.
Steve notices it's cold.
Oh, it's rather cold. It's chilly.
It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency. If you're
Well, my
proficient in it, well, I am.
My wisdom modifier's 4, so why have I not got 14?
Because you miscalculated.
I didn't. D&D Beyond did it.
It's only giving you passive wisdom, isn't it? Not passive perception.
Yeah, it's giving us passive wisdom perception. Yeah.
So how do I work it out?
10
Yep.
plus your wisdom modifier.
Yep.
And if you're proficient in perception, add your proficiency bonus.
So I'm on 14, 15, 16. I'm on 16.
Then I'm on 11. I've gone down one.
You said your wisdom modifier is plus 4,
Yes.
and your proficiency bonus should be plus 3.
Oh, yes. Okay, it is 17.
Right. As you approach, you notice that there is approximately 50 lumps of snow in front of you. Some of them are just quite obviously piles of snow made to look like figures from a distance, whereas others are quite well-deformed snowmen. They get better as they go closer to the crevasse. Usual sort of thing. They've got sticks, coal for noses and eyes.
Do they not have carrots for noses?
No, carrots are expensive.
The reindeers eat them. Come on, you should know that.
Yes. What would you like to do? Are you going to carry on trying to go towards the crevasse? Are you going to...
Hello, Mr. Snowman. We come in peace to see Mr. Santa Claus. Can we pass?
The largest of the snowmen, right in the middle, sort of shakes off his shoulders a little bit. Good morning, sir. General Frosty.
Good
Unfortunately,
morning, General.
the big man is a bit busy at the moment. You should know that he doesn't come until tomorrow.
When he shakes, it looks like he has the dandruff.
Very good, very funny, sir.
We come representing the
East India Trading Company.
Happy Toy Company.
Happy Joy Toy Company.
That's the one. They are rather unhappy with the big man.
Well, that is unfortunate, sir.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of like the work he's doing. As you can see, I resemble him and what he does. But I'm hoping we can come up with a mutually beneficial agreement between us both. So everyone prospers.
Sorry, sir, can't let you pass. Big man is busy. He'll see you tomorrow when he comes and delivers everybody's presents. Good day to you.
Oh, please.
Surely you could wake up a little early for friends. We could have friends here together.
Wake him up. He's already awake. He's very busy, sir. Now, I must ask you to leave.
Can't leave. We were hoping for a lift back off him later.
Sorry, sir. Busy.
I can help him check the list. I'm good at checking the good and naughty list.
I can write him up a new contract.
Were any of your perceptions 18, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. As you're talking with Frosty, you can sort of see the coal in his eyes moving slightly. Doug, or Sandy specifically,
yep.
You notice behind you that two of what once were undefined blobs of snow are now getting a form similar to Frosty, but not nearly as big.
Okay.
Mr. Frosty, what would it take to let us get past, please?
Not an option, sir, unfortunately, as I have said.
He is trying to be very polite, but it is taking means to ensure that we leave.
Correct, sir.
Hence those things behind us. We do not want to resort to aggression, General.
Very good.
But we really must need to see the big man, and it will not take a lot of time at all.
Unfortunately, he is unavailable at the moment. Truth be told, I haven't seen him for a few days.
So how do you know he's that busy that you can't see us?
I haven't seen him for a few days.
Where was he last time you saw him?
He was heading to the workshop with all the elves.
What is the workshop?
In Dreamland. Everybody knows that.
How would one get to Dreamland, just hypothetically?
Well, you eat a cookie, of course.
Which cookies?
Well, I don't know. I'm a snowman.
Well, where do they all get their cookies from?
Margate Seafront.
But from Mrs. Claus's bakery, where else?
Oh, that
Do
sounds
they teach you
nice.
nothing, boy?
Where is the bakery? That sounds nice.
In the grotto, of course.
Yes, let's go to the grotto. It is rather
Let's go
cold.
to the grotto. At least we can warm
Let's not. I don't think so.
up. Can we not warm up before we leave? Grotto surely has fire.
He just stares at you. I will remove you by force, sirs, if I have to. Most regrettable.
I do not take kindly to being threatened, Mr. Snowman.
I'm sure the big man.
I'm not threatening, I'm promising.
I'm sure the big man doesn't appreciate guests being treated in this way.
The big man does not like being disturbed either.
But when our mission directly affects the happiness of the children and their gifts, surely that concerns the big man? Does he like to see them happy? And he likes them to
I
get
have strict
gifts?
orders. He is not to be disturbed.
What exactly were your orders? I'm quite good with contracts, you see.
Let nobody pass.
I am not nobody. I have a name, therefore I am
We are
nobody.
somebody's.
Semantics. So now, please
Ah.
leave.
So what if Santa were to pass? Could he pass?
Nope.
Is there another way in?
Fortunately not, sir. The cliff top is dangerous to pass. Lots of untamed pain deers, you understand.
I'm good with animals.
Not these ones, sir.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to do this my way, fellows. What do you say?
No.
Elgato, what do you think?
I don't know what we can do to persuade him. Maybe, as one soldier to another, we could perhaps come to an accommodation.
I will give you a few more minutes to try. I am getting ready.
I feel that this may be a construct that can only operate within what it's been constructed to do so. Therefore,
You are correct, sir.
well, there we go.
What is
you
the
may
stuff you're just
try.
walking past?
Me, sir.
You don't seem to have the legs.
Why would I need legs?
Mr. Gatto, please speak from a professional to another.
General Snowman, we would like to go past to investigate where your missing boss is. You may not be able to find him because you can't move from your spot, but we can go and find him for you.
Go and you can give me. Well, I choked to death. Corbs, you can give me a persuasion check. Doug, you can give me a perception check.
What am I doing?
21 on perception.
Not you, the other one.
Oh dear. We just add the modifiers.
You're right. All right. Didn't know you were back.
I scored a 3 on my persuasion check. Persuade that.
Could have just taken the fucking cup holder off
sorry.
me.
Yeah, you fucking dick.
Shut up, you're about to die. Thank you.
That's nice.
He is. He's pissed off Frosty the Snowman.
I will piss on Frosty and melt him.
You could try. Thank you.
I'm afraid if you go for a wee, your podger may fall off in the snow.
It's okay. It's almost small enough to not see anyway.
Do not be made of yellow snow.
You
Exactly.
can pee on Frosty. You're right. I told you could stay there if you want to.
Ooh, that's very nice of you, Craig.
Oh, no, it took two people.
I know, nice like that.
I'm
Sorry?
upset that two people who said, one said we'll help, didn't turn up, not got back to me, Joy. And the other one has a headache.
That's a shame.
But she was the one that offered me a cup of tea earlier.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
right, I'm going to go fuck up upstairs.
All right. Love you.
Love you, Sam.
Bye.
We love you too, Lou.
Doug loves you too.
Love you too, Mum.
She loves you too.
Aww.
Favoritism.
Yeah.
Well, I did recommend the KFC.
Yes. Doug, as you're stood there while Elgato was discussing with Frosty, Frosty's smiley coal face turns from a smile to a frown.
Dear.
You know, have you ever seen the episode of Doctor Who?
Yes.
Oh,
The Christmas special.
Yes, that one. He sort of full on goes like that. Doug, from behind, you feel a sudden coldness sort of try and envelop you as one of the snowmen tries to grapple you from behind.
He's giving you a
will
dirty
not.
Luciana.
I will not be able. Excuse me, phone.
No, why is that on your phone?
Oh dear.
You know, you can go off some people.
Frequently do.
Boom, 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 boom.
No.
I
No
do.
baby sharks.
I agree. Baby shark should be shot. And then mother and daddy shark should grieve and never sing again.
It's harsh.
It's not.
That is harsh.
And I'm
I
very
agree, it's not
pissed off that the sausage roll song got #1. I'm not pleased in the slightest about
We built this city.
that.
To be fair to them, it was a nice thing that he did. He did it for his missus.
Everything they
Yeah.
do is massively set up, and she already knew he was doing it.
I agree, she probably did, but even so.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
You're not excused.
Do.
Silly dead now.
Do you know what? Chessex dice are fantastic compared to normal.
Some of them
So-
can be.
So a little snowman tried to give me a hug.
Yes. But you noticed. You will roll for initiative, all of you.
Let's get ready, let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble.
I cannot remember. I usually use roll 20. It's just a d20, isn't it?
D20 plus dex.
I have 0 dex.
Ah, same dex as me.
I got a 14.
You're going before me, mofo. I reckon I've got one of the best hit points, though.
I got a 22.
I just took average for hit points.
I did. I got
Right.
54.
What the? How the
Right.
fuck did you get that as average?
Slow down. What
not
did you get, Claude?
22.
22. Steve?
14.
Doug?
8. And yes, that was average.
How?
Hill dwarf, cleric
Yeah.
with 20 con.
What? How the fuck do you get 20 constitution?
I rolled an 18 and then got a +2 for being a hill dwarf.
Claude, you're up first.
Roll for stats.
What would you like to do first? There is a snowman trying to mount Doug from behind, and Frosty has gone full-on psycho snowman on you.
Dirty Louisiana, baby!
Then I will cast. Is Frosty particularly close to me? I'll ask at this point. Oh,
Within about 10 feet or so.
about 10 feet. Got all my options open to me. Very nice. I will. Yeah, I'll dive in with the old rapier. Give him a little.
So
The
you have
dexterous fighter.
a snowman in front of you, access to the fireball spell, and you're hitting him with the sword.
I'm hitting him with the sword. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Because I get to hit him twice.
go for it.
I will, and I can do that. Bear with me 1 second. 20. Road. Come on different screens. So I'm going to hit 6. So I got a 24 and a 17.
20
Okay.
whores.
Both your attacks hit.
Excellent. So rapier is 1d8 plus 5. So the first one does 13 damage,
Nice.
and the second attack does 7 damage.
Jolly good.
And that is me done, I believe.
A bit of Frosty goes flying off like a plume of snow. Who's up next? Frosty's go next. He will look very
Frosty.
unamused. Yeah.
Give him a frosty stare.
I do not appreciate being attacked, sir. I tried to be civil with you. As
2 seconds, I can. Yeah.
he sort of shuffles forward a little bit towards you, like plops forward. He takes off one of his stick arms and proceeds to smack you in the side of the head with it.
Oops, upside the head.
Oops,
They're using different dice. I can't see the bloody white one.
Racist.
It's gold and white, and I can't read it.
I've got a pearly gold and white set like this.
That's 23
That definitely hits. 23.
on the first attack, and 25 on the next one, which also hits, I assume.
Yeah.
I need to find a D10.
Good God, man.
I told you not to piss Frosty off.
Oh dear.
That does 10 points of damage on the first one. And 7 points on the second one.
Your mother was a snow cone.
Your mother was a... Yeah, whatever.
That's why I went for snow cone.
Snowblower.
Sir, I believe they're calling your mother a yellow piece of snow.
A snowblower.
Oh.
Wow. Sandy, you're up.
Okay.
I thought your initiative was lower than mine.
You got 8. Oh, no,
I
I've got
got-
the wrong way around. Sorry. Rumple, you're up.
Rumple's time to shine. He casts Firebolt at Snowy.
Which one?
The main Frosty the Snowman dude.
Good.
The 17.
It's
Is
a hit.
17 a hit?
Yeah.
17 is a hit.
Yeah.
And it's 2d10. Woohoo! Where are my d10s? There's one. And there is one. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 fire damage.
Nice.
And that is all he can do, I think. Yep.
One
Yep.
half of Frosty just sort of melts. Then it is Doug.
Okay. I'm not happy killing these things. They're only doing what they've been told to, but they're attacking us, so I feel the need to. So, as a bonus action, I mutter a prayer to El Cato and cast Sanctuary on him.
Very good.
So you are now sanctuaried, El Cato.
Thank you.
Sanctuary!
I know.
It's impossible to use that spell without that, isn't it?
It
Yes.
is. It is. And as much as I love Toll the Dead, it just didn't work with the character I wanted to create. So I am going to cast a Sacred Flame on Frosty.
I am a servant of the secret flame.
Go for it.
So DC 16 deck save, please.
Failed.
13 radiant damage.
Say that again, sorry?
13 radiant damage.
Radiant.
Yeah, it's not fire, unfortunately.
Okay. That's the 2 animated snowmen that are going to kill you next. or attempt to.
Bastards. See, always putting others before me.
They're both sort of flanking you, Sandy. The first one is going to... well, basically, it's going to be 4 attacks.
Oh, shit.
Miss. 15.
Miss.
24.
That'll hit.
And 19.
That'll hit too.
Okay, so 2 on the 8.
You sounded like Doug McCarthy then, who's like off Forged in Fire.
Who?
Have you ever seen Forged in Fire?
I don't think so.
Then you won't know. His like little catchphrase, he goes, "That will hit." Well, he goes, "That will
16
cut."
damage in total.
Sorry, how many?
16.
Okay, so I'll drop
I've
that
lost the
to
dice.
that. And I'm guessing that each one was under 10. So 2 con saves. Pass. And definitely pass. Sanctuary is still up.
Yep. And we're back to Bob.
Corbin Dallas.
Yes.
Multipass.
I'm gonna
Lilus Dallas multipass.
attack again with the rapier, and I've rolled 6 is 25,
That hits.
and a 13.
Do you want to describe how you kill Frosty? You bastard.
I will. The
Is this
first,
meant to be an evil campaign?
the first stroke will flick the coal from his eye,
You're taking far too enjoyment out of this.
and the second stroke will plunge directly through the middle of his coal buttons into his frosty heart.
As you do that, rows upon rows of the other 50 blobs of snow just sort of explode into like plumes of blizzard. So as you kill Frosty, the other 2 animated snowmen just disintegrate.
That's what I thought would happen.
Then I will flourish my blade in a soldier salute and put it back away on the ship.
Does anybody want to take a quick break at this point?
I need to actually go and get the wire because my baby monitor's run out of battery.
Okay.
If you want to eat your food.
I have been eating it the entire time you were killing Frosty, but yeah.
Okay. We'll take a quick break. And
Can we save General Frosty?
You
Doug,
can
are you
scoop up
okay?
what's left of his ashes.
I'm just thinking like a revivify or something.
You're like
We're going to put him in the
never,
freezer.
ever a nice character.
We don't want to fight him again. Yeah, fool.
Yeah, but he's defeated. Then we bring him back and say, "See, we didn't want this, but this is what we could have done. Now we got to see the big man."
Do any of you have mending?
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Yes, I do.
You could try and collect Frosty into a pouch or something.
There you go.
Sandy Claus.
I'm going to try and put his pile of snow back together and cast mending on him.
I'll use Mage Hand to help you sort of scoop him into a rough shape of a snowman again.
As you...
But I won't give him his arms yet in case.
However, let's wait until you finish your chicken and everyone has their break that they need.
Yes, good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
20 past.
Back in 2.
Yeah, that should do.
Cool.
Steve's really not used to me playing a good character.
No. I've got loads of gravy left, but no chips. Buttered.
That's
Wow.
because the new
Fucking
formula
hell,
gravy
KFC.
is so liquidy that it doesn't stick
No,
to
this
the
isn't.
chips.
This is really nice. But they put so much fucking sauce on this burger. I'm sure there's supposed to be cheese on it. Jesus.
If you notice, I'm going to share screen again.
So last time I let you not recommend anything for me.
You'll notice that virtually every single one of my spells is almost a support spell.
Yes. What's your background for?
Folk hero.
No, on Roll20, I mean.
Oh, that's the arena, which is the splash page for the Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Oh, have you got the module?
No, I've just stuck it on there.
Ah, right. Okay.
So when if players want to piss about or whatever, they can.
Ah.
Someone hasn't joined up yet.
I swear to God, it's the last time I ever let you not recommend food for me.
Why?
Well, I've just taken a bite of this fucking burger, and all I've had is a mouthful of sauce.
Do you know why I chose that one?
Because it's rank.
No, Zone of Truth.
Why?
Little kids sit on my knees, Zone of Truth. They can't lie. Have you been good this year? I did think of a calm emotion spell on the general, but I hadn't got that prepared, so I didn't use it. But I have used one of them.
I don't think I've ever used that spell.
Which one?
Calm emotions.
Oh, it's a really good spell. Really good spell. And the great thing is, it's a 20-foot radius spell as well. 60-foot range, 20-foot radius sphere. So you can get a lot of people with it. Especially if they're going to try and start a fight or...
Yeah.
Literally. Bling. How much damage did Elgato take?
16.
Ooh. It's quite harsh, that, isn't it?
I toned it down quite a bit.
Yeah. There you go.
What did you do, sorry?
I just cast Cure Wounds. I rolled 5 plus 5, and I get 3 for the cure from the Life Cleric.
Yeah.
So that's 13 healing back for him
Fair enough.
on the first level spell. That's not bad at all.
How are you all with riddles?
Oh, I love riddles.
You'll probably know this one. It's quite an old one, quite a common one. Oh, you and that bloody riddle you did with Lou.
What, Messenger?
Yeah. It's the wrong answer.
It was modified from last year.
Yeah.
Last year the answer was eyes. Even though people thought door or the fridge or whatever.
Yeah, I said the first thing I said as soon as you started saying it was, oh, I know the answer to this.
But then they modified it, said, in order to answer this, what's the first thing you open?
Yeah. She read it out wrong.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. She read it out. What's the first thing you do to answer them?
Ah, that's not the wording of it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Voice is going. Do you know why? Because I have a cold and I've been.
No. No.
Welcome back.
Hello, person.
That's Craig.
Hi,
Hello, other person.
That's Shelby.
Hello, Shelby.
Craig's the one I bought the
Eleanor.
books off.
Okay. Oh, and they did.
This
so
Eleanor.
weird.
They did.
They went to the other side. They were on the other side of the road.
Yeah, the wrong address.
That's still not disappearing.
Yeah, it is.
No,
It is, as far as the Hermes are concerned.
Did you?
So he's Craig's put a claim in because they haven't arrived.
Are we getting new books?
No, he's gonna keep it going, like I told him to.
No, we never got books.
As far
Oh,
as
we
I'm
didn't.
concerned, I haven't heard anything back from you to say they've arrived.
Did you? Mum, yeah, me and Kelsey were joined.
Record it. I'll watch that.
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
that? What is that? What is what?
They've been going since. Where is the love?
The little one. The little one. Yeah. So you. Oh, so you open one and I open one.
That's what I said to you, but one is going to be like really, really good, and one's just going to be good.
So Kelsey gets to open really, really good.
That's a cool name.
Okay, I told you this.
What's that?
Shelby.
Shelby. Yeah, she's
Shelby
named
GT
after the Cobra.
The. Nice. I thought of Eleanor when you first said it.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
I named her after the Shelby Cobra GD 500. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did.
You wanted to call Eloise.
Eleanor.
No, I didn't.
How dare you?
Eleanor. Yeah.
Middle name. Shelby Louise.
That's why Louise is her middle name.
Incidental. Oh,
That's why Louise.
was it gone? I had Eleanor next to me a minute ago. Oh, there it is.
You were going to be called Nadine.
Wrong colours. But there she
I
is.
was not going to be called Beijing.
Lovely.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Gone in
called
60
Beijing.
seconds.
Lots of different names.
Yep.
So I liked Billie Jean.
I have a guitar.
Every time I picked that car up, because I was going to modify it for like Gasland's game, Cat goes, "That's my car, that one."
Mary Jane, so I could have thought.
The best I've got is a guitar.
I
I
really,
don't know
really
anything about cars.
I really, really liked Billie.
They go,
I really liked
and they take you places.
After
They don't go if I get in them.
Kelsey.
You need to lose some weight then.
Cheeky.
Oh.
I was referring more to the fact that I'm not allowed to drive.
I didn't know that. Have you not got a license?
Not allowed to, 'cause my eyes.
People with glasses can drive, mate. Didn't you
I
think
reckon-
you know that?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I think the next 4 hits against you are going to be natural
Fatal.
crits.
How did you get Shelby for me?
Is your eyesight like really bad or something?
Distance vision is, yeah. I've got no peripheral vision.
Ah,
I had an undiagnosed squint in my right eye when I was younger.
that's
And then
that's what I've got in my left eye.
But Lou drives for him.
Silly.
Lou drives, not for me.
I got mine through meningitis, and then it just stayed there forever.
Oh, that sucks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was under the doctors for the hospital for years with my eyesight,
Yeah, I
but they
remember.
never actually
school and
treated
they had
my.
the eye patch on. That led to a lot of bullying.
I drive
never had
about,
it.
I drive about 160 miles just to get to him back from work.
They never gave me the eye patch when I was younger. They never treated it. But I've got other stuff wrong because I've got loads of different things with my eyes. There's nystagmus, there's the squint, astigmatism, long and short-sighted, and all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's got a really bad squint in hers to the point that she's virtually blind in that eye.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
And
much
they-
up to my left eye. I can't see it very
Yeah,
well. It's like
and they
blurred.
basically said any damage to her other eye and she'll be fully blind.
the stupid thing is, if I can see out of my eye quite reasonably okay, The problem is, I see, you know, normally a brain interprets the two images from the eyes and processes it into one image.
Yes.
Mine don't do that.
I occasionally get that if I'm going down a road that's very straight and it's got lots of like parallel lines, like roof lines, and then the side of streets, and I'm tired or something. Instead of my vision being like that, it'll almost be like two visions that then meet, and it's like two pictures coming together. And it
Yeah,
gives me
see,
a
mine's
dizzy
permanently like
headache.
that.
That's
I can see
terrible.
two completely separate images.
It gives me a massive dizzy headache when that happens. It's hanging.
Does that give you a bonus to your
Passive
your
perception.
vision, passive perception?
I can
No,
see
it's
around
disadvantage.
corners. It's like playing in third person.
I have no, because of that, I've got no depth perception and I can't see in 3D. I've got no stereoscopic vision.
No, my 3D glasses have never worked on me.
Yeah, they don't work on me either. But that is the main reason I can't drive. Because of my peripheral vision and the lack of being able to see. I can see two separate images. That's what makes my eyesight so bad. Because I've constantly got one eye which I can see quite a large field of view out of with relatively good vision. But I've also at the same time got one relatively small field of view with piss poor vision.
But at the same time, you're fine to get a license if you only have one eye.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing.
Just wear an eye patch like a pirate and you'll be fine.
See, the thought had crossed my mind.
Or go to Paris and do your test, because it doesn't matter what you drive like in Paris, you get a license anyway.
Yeah, but you can only use it for 2 years in this country.
Just go every couple of years. It's a good excuse for a holiday.
Yeah, we're leaving the European Union in 3 months' time. I don't think they'll be letting you do your license there after a while.
Yeah, there is that minor issue.
Chuck us a mince pie, my love.
That does.
These are well nice
Which
mince pies. Look at these bad boys. These are fit. They are iced mince pies.
Oh, they are amazing.
They are the dog's bollocks. And we
Yeah.
what did the other day, brandy and something. It had like a brandy cream on the top.
Yes.
They were nice.
We went to, the kids broke up from school on Friday. And
Yeah.
they did like a carol performance thing in the playground. All the teachers were walking around trying to palm off these cups of hot chocolate. I'm sat there, no, not touching it, not having it. I know what your catering's like, not having it, not touching it. Lou pipes up with, well, you could have got me one, I'd have had one. All right, I'll get you one. Gave it to her. The kids liked it. I
Kids
tried a
love it.
little bit of it, and it's the only way I can describe it is if somebody had a chocolate bar in the same room as boiling a kettle of water. That was the definition of their hot chocolate.
I'm always like that. Whenever we go to like somewhere that gives you food that like you get something with it, like for example the hash browns the other day, or if we go to a carvery and cat doesn't want the Yorkshires, I'm like, get them anyway.
Yeah,
Just get them. And then they go on my plate.
yeah, exactly. Apart from the fact I know what that school's catering is like. I'm
Yeah.
surprised we haven't come down with something. It's absolutely shocking. Right. Are we all back and ready?
Yeah.
Jolly good. Right, now that you've murdered Frosty the Snowman, Doug, I believe you and Steve are trying to form him back into the shape of the
I'm
snowman.
gonna keep hold of his arms at the minute though, just so he can like listen, and then I'll give him back.
And to be fair, I was only acting in elf defense.
Hey!
Oh.
I'm gonna hold his arms with mage hands so they're a bit away from me, so he can't like wrap me on the head or nothing. I know how you work, Mr. DM.
Steve, have you read the Wheel of Time books? Like, properly read them?
No, I've got the first two, and it's one of them on shelf there, and I'll eventually get to them.
You won't get the reference then.
Cool.
Have you read them, Corbs?
Years ago, yeah.
Do you remember the bit with the Dragon Reborn where they're in the city of Tyr?
Tyr, yeah.
And they get attacked. Rand goes around and tries to use the power to resuscitate somebody.
So many books. I'm a librarian and really irritating. No, I can't remember that reference.
Nice.
Really.
You're also an octogenarian.
Well, there is that as well.
The general gist of it is, Doug, you're going to cast Mending on him, aren't you? Is that right?
That was his plan.
He's wandered off.
Momentarily distracted.
Pardon me.
Well, for the purposes of use, since he's not listening, the bit in the city of Tyr where they're attacked by dark friends, I think it is. Rand stumbles upon a body of a young girl who's been killed, and he tries to weave the power to basically bring her back to life.
Yeah.
He makes her breathe, and her eyes open, but Moraine walks in on him and says, "Stop it! Basically, what you're doing is an abomination. She's not alive. She's dead. You're just animating the corpse. This is not right. It's an abomination. You lot are basically violating Frosty in the same way."
He wasn't alive in the first place, though.
He was an awakened snowman.
You said he was just like a random construct.
No, you said he was a construct. I agreed.
Semantics.
Works both ways, bitch.
Well,
Hey.
if Frosty's been dead less than a minute, I can bring him back to life.
You can animate. You can mend him.
Revivify.
Right. What exactly are you doing with him, Doug?
So, touch a creature that's died in the last minute. It revives with 1 hit point. It cannot revivify if it died of old age, and it cannot restore missing body parts.
Okay, so he can't bring his arms back. So
I don't
he
need
returns
to,
with 1 hit point.
Yep.
Very well.
I don't care if that's. I know you say I don't care if that's.
That's one option.
If they're gonna be, the
Or
thing is, they
It's not
won't-
just
what's the other one?
During months. That's why I wanted a new job. You said
Yeah, but
practical,
they
so I let it go. I went back home now. I signed out of that thing.
Or can we do spare the dying?
Who's arguing?
Oh, Cole, he's kicking off.
Oh dear.
Hoof him in the front bum.
Not every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We are trying
Okay.
to work.
Do we want to bring him back?
Yeah, that is all.
Providing it's not going to like cause any issues, I don't see how it can. If he's only got 1 HP, we can easily end him again.
To us, like they say our names. Adam, pick up names. Carl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin, put his arms back, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, as I say, I'm sure if
Can I go on the nice list yet?
Christmas,
Yeah, this will help you for sure.
the thing is, it's Christmas, there won't be
Okay. And he plonks him back in the side of this vaguely Frosty the Snowman-esque shape.
Yeah. And with that, I will cast Revivify. On the
Less
gen-
general snow. Less of General Frosty, more of Olaf.
Yeah.
I was supposed to scan quicker.
The thing is,
No.
I've noticed.
No.
But I think that once it's alive, he can control his own shape a little bit to some extent anyway.
Do and stuff like that is not take it to heart. At the end of the day, what I've come to realise, you know that you are going as fast as you can, and that
Very well.
you don't
Hello,
know
General.
Christmas. Like, I've had first did it to me. What I had to go and do, and then I've had to jump on the two
And then they get back to the front even more. And it's not, they're not going over to me. They're like, oh, okay. They're going back to me 3 times first.
Steve's just muted people.
I'm trying to unmute everyone, and it's not bastard working. I can't get the...
Don't mute me, motherfucker.
How do you I can't even mute you. You're unmutable and unmutable as... Oh, there you go. How do I unmute people? Oh, I can't even hear you to see how you unmute people.
Hello!
Yes, I can hear you. How did you do that?
I
You
just
have to
clicked
mute
on the
yourself.
mute button.
It's like me. You've had a bad
So how do I unmute it?
You
You
can't.
can't.
You can't.
Christmas week.
You have to do it individually.
Just stop fucking doing it, Dick.
I was trying to lower volumes, but I couldn't figure out how to... I don't know. I'll leave it.
Just turn your volume down. You.
Yeah.
No, some of you are coming across really loud, and some of you are quiet. So I was trying to like...
Who's loud?
You're loud, and Ash is loud, and Steve's quiet.
Oh, I can turn my microphone down. I was just being really loud to wind you up in your ears.
I'll turn my mic down.
Can you tell Kat to hurry up and pick something up? I can see his Netflix flicking in the background.
Ash says, hurry up and put something on the TV, because all I can see is Netflix in the background, flicking through. She's laughing at you. And not that. That looks awful.
That does look weird.
You are forbidden from watching it.
What
You
is
can
it?
watch it. You can fluff it.
American meme.
Right, just
There's a
don't do
put
that.
Firefly on.
He says, watch something called Firefly.
Hand in your gig card right now.
What did you say, Kat? She's already watched it.
And you don't know what it is?
Nope, no idea. You're
You're
depressed.
banned from playing my D&D games.
Is that any better, Steve?
Yeah, that's perfect, mate.
Right. Yeah, Frosty. That wasn't very nice of you, sir, was it?
Okay, so he's now alive on 1 hit point.
Yes.
And we would say, look, General, we did not want this at all. Your snowmen attacked me. My party felt threatened and we defended ourselves.
As did
When
we,
we
sir.
You made the first aggressive action. We were discussing first.
Exactly, we discussed. You didn't listen, we attacked. Standard operating procedure, sir.
Okay, well, we've shown what we're capable of. We don't like using that at all. I, for one, feel very bad, and I'm sure Elgato does too. Rumpel, yeah, maybe.
I feel a bit bad.
Okay. Either way, we are going to see the big man, and rest assured, we will not be disturbing his mission. We will not affect his timescale. We just need to have a very quick chat with him.
You can't get past. I'll bite your legs off.
We can
We can take you.
Let me put this way, General. And I'm saying it wholeheartedly now. If we had left you defeated, you would have not been able to protect the big man anymore before he completes his mission.
Says you.
It's,
Sulking now.
it's true. We recreated you and brought you back so you can still fulfill your mission with honor.
My God, I just died.
Gain your strength back, my friend,
I don't want to.
and we'll go see the big man. And with that, I'm literally just going to walk past him and head off.
You leave this crying, quivering snowman in a pile on the floor.
Yep.
Wait. You want to die?
Existence is pain.
So no, we weren't not working.
What would make existence not pain?
You upset. At the right time, but instead you're not looking at us instead of other people.
I want to be warm.
And he's like, how do you know that? I was like,
I want a hug.
I was like,
Nobody gives me a hug.
that shouldn't have. Notice it, spoke to the soul, didn't he? Just having a little chat.
Hi, I'm Frosty and I like warm hugs.
I can give you a hug, but if I make you warm, you may die.
Stop that. Like you do to us.
Such is duty, sir.
Just don't be hasty.
Oh, maybe I can use this 1 minute. Let me just quickly read this.
For whatever reason, they would have been on it today for people to pick up the pace.
Fireball.
And the thing is, when you've got people like, why they can beat you, Cole, to be fair, but they'll be doing a blanket thing. I bet you it would have been other people.
Can I use that on someone else? Oh no, it's range self.
What?
I was going to sort of disguise self and make him like.
Ooh, Underworld.
That woman, as much as she's a nice woman, she don't move herself.
Why are you watching my TV more than I am?
Well, you're reading.
It's too busy. Chat. She'll stand and have a chat. She'll go for a week. She'll gradually put things.
Charm him doesn't. It just makes him friendly. I can't like put.
Tell Cat to watch Bird Box.
We watched it the other day. She was blubbing like a little baby.
Is it good?
It's fantastic. I only watched the first half because I was playing D&D at the second half. It was fantastic. What I saw was brilliant, and then for her to cry at the end means it's proper good.
Let's watch 50 Shades.
Right. Doug says watch Bird Box. Ash says watch 50 Shades.
Ash just wants porn on the back.
She says she hasn't seen the final one of the 50 Shades.
Shit.
He says it's shit. Corbs, what's your suggestion?
I don't know what you want.
We can pretty much watch anything. We've got Sky, Netflix, and Showbox.
What dreams may come.
That's a good film, but I doubt she'll watch that.
I have no film suggestions. My taste in films is awful.
Corb's suggestion is I have none. My taste in films is shite.
Watch Maze Runner, Death Cure.
What's what? Oh yeah, we've seen
That film was just a car crash.
Depends what sort of films. What does Cat like? You should know that without asking.
She's right.
Quite likes horrors, actually.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's not quite horror.
It's also not good.
Whoa.
It's overrated, but it is still good.
Which version?
The original.
Just the normal one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you meant the live action one.
I was unaware there was one.
Hellraiser.
Magic Mike's on there.
She's just having a Facebook peruse, I think.
Let's watch Hellraiser. You can show us such sights.
You lot have got terrible suggestions.
Misery's quite good fun.
Yeah, Misery's alright.
I'm
Christine?
your biggest fan.
Right, I have nothing that can help this guy because I was trying to put I don't have prestidigitation or anything. I was going to try and do something that makes him feel warm, but all I have is burning hands, and I don't think that would work very well.
That would melt him.
Will Hunting.
You definitely get one.
Maybe if... What do you guys reckon? If he dies happy, do I get good list?
You killed him, though.
But he wants to die.
But if he dies, how can he protect the big man?
You know, a small little encounter that's quite trivial just sort of spirals into the main part of the game. Why do I do this with you lot?
Okay, I'm just gonna walk off. I'm sorry, Frosty. I cannot help you. Be careful. You might wanna brush those away before they freeze and you scratch yourself.
Frosty the Snowman.
Was it
Jolly Frosty. So
You see, you had to bring the depressive snowman back to life, didn't you? Ugh.
post-traumatic stress. He fought in the Great Snowball Fight of '62.
Get her to watch It Follows.
That's supposed to be quite good, actually.
I don't even know what she's on right now. She's on
She's on the screensaver for the LG.
she's on no signal.
The LG screensaver. It's quite pretty.
Tell her to watch It Follows.
Why? What's that?
The horror.
It's a horror.
They've recommended a horror film for you called It Follows. She says it's absolute rubbish.
Oh, okay.
I really hope that guy makes a complaint.
Right. You're walking towards the crevasse. Either side of it is probably a good 100 feet up. Sheer size, there's no way to climb it, even if you tried. There's no way of getting purchase on anywhere. You can hear like the normal sounds of ice. I don't know if you've ever heard like nature documentaries of ice, when it sort of squeals and crackles almost.
Mm.
It's that as you walk through. It's quite difficult to see the other side at the moment. It's quite a distance away, a good probably about 500 yards or so. It's sort of hazy. It's very, very a narrow path. It's just about big enough for two of you maybe to walk. As you make your way down, give me a dexterity save, each of you. Anyone?
Yes, I got 10.
Okay.
I don't remember how to do it.
You roll a d20, add your dex modifier, which is 0, so just roll d20.
16?
Doug? 2. Oh dear. Corbs and Doug, as you were walking along, you hear this sort of sound from above you. You go,
Yeah, but
Incoming!
and right down the back of your armour, just around your neck, a large chunk of ice slides down and does 5 points of damage to you. While you're sort of
brave.
It just
flapping
reminds
around.
me of bloody worms.
Incoming!
Bastard! Incoming! Kamikaze!
Ha! You missed. As you're sort of flapping around trying to get this freezing chunk of ice from your back while it's burning you with cold, you hear the noises sort of start to change in the passageway. The squealing gets audibly louder. You don't notice anything at first, but it starts to get noticeably more confining as you walk.
And he said to me, "Oh, all of them are
Carry on.
Maybe we should run.
It's in my ear." And I said it to him, and then he went out for a bag.
I think you're right here. Run.
We should go a little faster, a little running, you know.
It will warm the bones a little. We can run. Let's all run.
You can give me another dexterity save as well.
Another dexterity save.
Do better this time.
What is my dice?
It's good.
11. Oh God.
Really?
23.
Is that natural?
Sorry, no, it's with bonus.
No, Doug. Hang on, it clicked.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh God.
Cool. Right.
I don't fudge my rolls.
Oh, you're coming. Yeah, because if I hear the bell, I'm going to come, aren't I? Unlike everybody else that works in there, that just ignores it.
Yeah, because there's nothing like. No more delivery.
That's two, one quite small and one big chunk of ice clock you over the side of the head, doing 10 points of damage to you.
Ow.
I was like, it was one. He was like, yeah, but I don't
You're
know.
walking through the middle of a glacier that's closing in on you.
And he was like, and then he went out for a bag. Just
Right, you've
How
got about
wide is the glacier at the moment?
at the moment it's about 4.5 feet wide or so.
So you're telling us it's closing in on us?
Yes,
How far are we to the end bit?
about 100 feet.
Right. Sorry, guys. Fuck you lot. I'm going to dive forward, sliding my shield under my chest, and I'm going to use it as a sled.
It's uphill.
You slide backwards. No, it's perfectly flat.
Perfect.
Are you going to take them out with you? Or are you just going to toboggan the whole way there, cool running style?
Cool runnings, man. Feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Get on up. It's bobsledding time. Cool runnings.
I'm going to. Can I use this?
You can have a point of inspiration, though.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll save that on my next day safe safe throw.
On my next day saver.
Toboggan rules. You can use double your distance.
I am going to
I'm running.
run forwards, casting fireball as much as I can at the sides in front of me to sort of keep it open.
You're going to cast fireball at an unstable glacier.
No, I never said that. Fireball.
I might cast guiding bolt out the back of me to create a projectile to force me forwards.
I'm going to grab Mage Hand and drag behind Doug.
Fucking
That
A.
wouldn't work.
No, fair enough.
I don't have many other spells that are useful. Not that they were useful. I'm just going to run.
You run.
I have said I'm running, and I'm got
It
longer
was
legs.
Steve,
than
the other
norm, so I'm
Steve, who
going.
was just sat there in the middle of this closing glacier.
Fly, you fool!
I only have 25 feet of speed.
That's unfortunate.
Don't you have any misty steps or dimension doors or?
No.
No, of course not. That would be sensible.
The job that I like, not one that I'm doing it, so I'm getting the
Are you a spellcaster?
Yes.
So what? A fucking level 2 spell is always misty step.
Not for me, it's not. Oh, what's blur? What does that do?
No.
It makes you blurry.
That's
That
rubbish.
creates multiple copies of you,
I
so
have
you can't be hit.
Snillock's Snowball Storm. Swamp.
Yeah, that's not going to help you.
I have a web. I could web the.
That's going to pull the things closer together. Yeah.
Running is going to be your best pal here.
I have Scorching Ray.
It's now 2 feet wide while you're sat there debating what to do. The others are nearly at the end.
I'm just running.
Well, bearing in mind, I'm now tobogganing, which takes my 25 to 50.
Yeah.
Basic move, and as an action, I could double that to 100.
Exactly.
So I'm moving like.
You're literally within touching distance of the end.
I want to know how you're going to stop. Cross that bridge when I come to it.
Doug, as you, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Corbs, you're about halfway towards the end.
I'm going to be slow on the uptake, see him running, and be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Just start pegging it. Drop the legs proper, like little legs.
It's closing in roughly 1 foot every 50 feet.
It's only 2 foot wide.
Right.
You better start running, aren't you?
Let's see if I can cast anything that will help here.
Well, I get some feet, don't I, for being a...
Not in a stressful way.
Yeah, they're not useful. Just run.
That's not going to help.
Oh, I am running.
Help.
And to the point where
That ain't going to fucking help.
It don't matter. We don't bother.
That ain't going to help.
So I can handle people.
If you've got a shield, I suggest you copy Doug.
Do you know what I mean?
I do not have a shield.
I do. I'm copying Doug.
You should have gone to the alchemist and taken some potions.
Okay. Oh, it's a touch
Who
range.
set us
That's
off
no
without going to the alchemist?
fucking good either.
Any of you got a bow and arrow?
Nope.
What, so I can put him out of his misery while he runs up? I've got hand axes. Are they any good?
I've got hempen rope. Can I attach it to ice knife and fire it out to sort of so that one of them can pull me a bit as to help?
Yes.
You fire a ice knife at me, I'm going to fucking shoot you.
Not at you, to you.
Sandy!
To you, not at you.
Ice knife explodes.
Oh, I have got a long
I've just got this image of this angry dwarf Santa Claus going, I will fucking kill you.
Okay,
Wait,
I've got a plan. I have a
I have
plan.
a crossbow, apparently.
I'm going to look at El Gato
Oh, that's just a proficiency.
and say to him, maybe if we can drop enough of a wall down, it will create a block that will prevent it closing anymore. Just think Star Wars in the trash compactor.
It didn't work for them either. Just saying. You haven't got the benefit of R2D2. Just run.
I have been running.
Fly, you fool!
Very well. As you literally just by the skin of your teeth to the point where your cloak is trapped inside the glacier, you've just managed to scrape through.
Oh, I like this cock.
I cast mending on the cloak.
It's still attached, you've got to cut it out.
Oh no.
So when I'm talking to them,
I like this. I swindled it. I mean, I won this fairly. He takes a chunk out of the end of it.
Because he can be my second guy. I don't even need to know him. I can just request for him to be there.
So, yes, you're all in. You are greeted by the following sight.
And when they'll be, and then Dave will be, because I guarantee you, someone there, I can't remember who it is, had Dave Wilson in there before.
Right, can we have this conversation upstairs or something? I'm trying to D&D.
Has had him before, and he took down the disciplinary, got rid of it. So he done what they, because they knew what they were going to say.
There you go. You are greeted with the following. Right in front of you is a huge 80-foot Christmas tree, complete with enchanted twinkling lights and decorations.
It's got less presents than my tree.
Yep. There are 3 large buildings one to your east, and 2 to your the opposite of east, west. Yeah, that one. Where would you like to go first? There are no signs of life anywhere
Can we tell what the buildings are
at
by
the moment.
what's on them or anything?
Yes. Each one has a sign above it. The one to the bottom left
I just
is
started to think it.
A.
yeah, A is Santa's Cookie Lab.
Oh. We don't
Okay.
need a cookie.
The one above that,
B.
yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. But either way, I think they've got the label the wrong way around. It's supposed to be the other way around between B and C. So the one that's labelled B should actually be Santa's Workshop.
Yep.
And
C
the
looks
one
like
that's labelled, yeah, that should be the portals to Santa's Workshop.
Yep.
The one that's labelled
D.
C. Hold on a second. I'm trying to watch it on the Hangout screen. It keeps flitting between those different screens.
Click on your
Right. Yeah, the one that's B should be the holding cells. C should be the
prison.
portals. Yep. The prison cells. And D is the Paindeer stables.
Okay.
That big frosty snowman, the depressed man said we need the cookies.
Throughout the area, everything is whimsical, almost magical, and cartoony even.
Whimsyshire.
You've all got relatively high passive perception. You notice that everywhere almost seems like it's not quite as magical as it appears. Like where there's candy canes hanging down, they're broken on the trees. The lights, although they're flickering and look like normal tree lights from a distance, as you get closer, they have a strange sort of greeny glow to them. If you go closer, you can see that there are a few presents under the tree as well. If you need it, this is an area you feel safe that you could rest in, by the way. So I'd throw that one out there.
Do you know what I mean? You've just got to let it
A little rest might be good.
because at the end of the day, that's
I haven't really used anything that.
No, but our cleric got a little bit mushed, and I.
Oh, he healed you.
No, I healed everyone else. I
A little rest might be a reasonable ploy here. Before going anywhere.
lovely.
Right, on the hill, have a rest and give it.
Well,
That's fine.
in 2 hit die, I've just over my maxed. So I've just rolled a natural 8 and a 6 with a +5.
Are you having a short rest or a long rest?
Yeah, short.
Short rest. Would be yours.
You can go around and investigate places if you wish to, like the tree or whatever.
Yeah, I would look at the presents. See, they're labelled to.
They don't have labels, but they have got some weight to them. There's obviously something in.
Well, they're not labelled to me, so I'm not going to open them.
They're not labeled, not to me.
They are not labelled to you, Rumpel.
But they're not saying that they can't be mine.
He has a point.
Don't start. I reckon we go find them cookies that the general mentioned to get to Santa's lair.
So you're leaving the presents?
Yes.
Rumpel?
Yes.
I want to look at the tree.
I will be keeping a very close eye on him.
As I've said before, the tree from a distance looks like a perfect Christmas tree. Like on the level of the Rockefeller tree in New York. Have you ever seen that?
Yep.
But as you get closer, you can tell that it's not quite right. A lot of the baubles are smashed. The decorations are all skewy. The lights have got a green tint to them. It just doesn't seem quite as magical as you hoped.
Can I tell why at all?
No.
There was a meeting there that I was going to buy some stock photos. Everyone said no.
Something is not right.
How many presents are there?
At the moment, there is 8.
He said, hire, like go through a company and get some.
Sorry, 7.
Cariners, basically, get some stock photos.
I
Can I arcana check a present?
Yes.
Sometimes Morrison have them on set like till like they'll
I have.
there's 2 people on the team, and then 2 people be like, oh,
So 21.
you guys to go do
They appear magical.
a store,
Very magical.
basically the whole store, and like if you get called up to this, that,
Can I tell how or anything?
Not without opening them.
jobs person likes you to do, yeah. She gave me that response, and then asked me if I could do jobs. And like,
I'm not saying I'm going to take it, but I'm going to have a look. And he just peels back the wrapping of the first one.
and so that's what I'm saying. You need certain people to run store.
Roll a
Till and not expect to have others jump on as well. Say our first cashier.
oh, I don't know.
Cashier.
Give me a dice roll 1 to 6.
But what happens if all 4 of them
Roll a d6 even.
3
you're sending down
in the middle.
30 flatbeds of stock? How are you going to be run? Because down, you're not going to get up your ass and go down there and run them. Like, you run stock, her idea of running stock.
Okay.
So much fun this, so much fun now, flatbed, and she takes it out the back.
You
But
unwrap a very nicely wrapped box. Inside it, you can see a pair of black boots. At first glance, they appear perfect sized for you.
Is there a label in the boots?
It says, what size shoe are you?
11.
It says size 11. With small print underneath of boots of teleportation.
Oh.
I don't know, I'm not a driver, but
Hey guys! Look, this could be cool. And he's not intending to like steal them, but he puts them on just to like show them off.
If you want to spend the time looking at them, you can work out what the boots do.
I would definitely do that.
They are boots of teleportation.
I'm not.
This is not an item I'm familiar with.
Well, once a day, you can use your action to command the boots to teleport to any space within 60 feet.
Well, I wish I had these a moment ago, but what I will say is I will borrow these, and with the intent that they may help us on our mission, with the intention of returning them. And he's being honest.
If we complete our mission with Santa Claus, you will return them.
I will. But I don't want to be stuck between those again. And he points at the thing that's closed.
No, that's fair enough.
Maybe there is other things that can help us.
Yeah, I don't think yeah, I'm gonna have a look at a present. Why not?
This one looks a good size. It shuffles one over to you.
No.
Roll a d6.
What, me or Doug?
Doug.
She was still rah.
I get
Yes, he left just after I started.
5.
As I'm saying, Dave Wilson does not. Dave Wilson helps.
Steve passes you quite a large rectangular package.
He says, bend over.
Not actually like what we've been told to do.
As you open it, inside you see what would instantly be recognisable as a magic wand.
I
A wand?
have one of them. They're very fun. Very useful.
I don't want to know.
No. Watch. And he just casts some little fiery cantrip to set a little fire near him to keep warm.
You notice that the wand itself has a large amber gem on the end, which is glowing.
your last stuff so you can go out for the day.
Okay.
You do the same thing.
You spend the time with it while you're having your rest, and you realise that it's actually a wand of magic detection.
And have a bag and stop working.
Okay.
Plus 6:15.
This can be handy.
Yes.
Hey,
The gem atop this magical wand glows orange when a magical item is within 50 feet.
I bet it's glowing like a fucking Christmas tree at the moment.
It is.
Do you know what I mean?
hey, cat! And he'll chuck a package over to the cat man.
Even if it's a 5-minute sit down, read thingy, go back downstairs. Because
Rob?
they go out.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know.
So, Rob, you go to have a fan,
Very well. I will have a look.
but you also
Why not?
5 minutes afterwards.
Good.
Yeah, stay 5 minutes afterwards. No.
I will fill up on the thing.
No, she will go early. No,
Yeah, but you know why that is? It's because the
Okay.
All of these.
How's it fair that they
You can roll if you wish.
funds in their
I'll roll a 2.
I don't think
Jolly good.
Because James was saying
You unwrap a beautiful gilded
going,
horn.
that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell him. And then
Honey.
Horn,
Honey,
horn,
honey,
horn.
honey.
chat.
You realise that you have unwrapped a horn of invisibility.
Oh, lovely.
Once per day, you may blow this horn to become invisible. You must continue blowing the horn to remain invisible. It can be heard within a 500-foot radius.
I see. Very nice.
When you blow the long thin thing, you become invisible.
But they're too sneaky. He never does.
So yes, you will have your presents of Santa Claus.
Surprise visits anymore.
Woohoo!
I wish they
Are you opening another one?
actually, yeah.
The rest have disappeared.
They've disappeared.
Your wand is still glowing.
That's because by nature it's magical, so therefore it will always glow.
Exactly.
Oh, what a bastard.
As I said, just
I was
Never
thinking,
trust the DM that gives you a gift for free.
So you were thinking of the boots, weren't you? But you didn't think of the wand itself.
no, I did
Yeah.
not.
See, that's why GMs have got a different mindset.
Yeah, we're all assholes.
I say we go into room A and get some cookies and go see the old fat twat.
Very well.
Let us go to A. These boots are very warm, you know, guys.
As you approach Santa's cookie lab, you can smell
Crystal meth.
what it sort of smells like cookies, but it's not quite right. It doesn't quite smell right. The walls on the inside are lined to make them look like gingerbread, but on the closer inspection, you can see it's wallpaper that's just sort of peeling off a little bit, like very dodgy Christmas grotto type stuff.
Is Hans Christian Andersen taking over Santa World?
On the shelves on the side, there's lots of bags labelled things like sugar, cinnamon. There's lots of unknown magical dusts. You suspect it's probably just glitter. Piled in boxes and shelves, there are 7 silver plates which lie in a row on a bench fixed to the far end of the room. Each plate has a small pile of cookies on it, each with a different iced design.
Hey, guys, years ago I made a deal with a lady, but she ended up asleep and there was like 7 dwarves who looked after her. This might be where they are now.
Where's the fucking puzzle? Alright. On the plates of cookies, there are, like I said, 7 designs. There is a Christmas tree, a star, a moon, a present, a holly leaf, a snowman, and a Santa's hat. Let me have a look.
Is this that there's one of each cookie on each plate, or is there 7 plates of?
There's 7 plates, each with several cookies on them.
Right. So there's more than one of each type, is what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
There is a piece of paper written down next to it. It's almost like a recipe type formula, but it's a riddle. 2 among our number are just plain tasty treats, but 3 of us will mess you up and knock you off your feet. Choose unless you wish to wait here forevermore. To help you in your choice, we give you these clues. 4. 1. However slyly the bad ones try to hide, you can always find one sitting on a plain cookie's left side. 2. There's a difference in those stood at either end, but when you're seeking to move forward, neither is your friend. 3. As you see clearly, they're all different shapes and sizes, but neither star nor moon are filled with bad surprises. Finally, the second left and the second on the right are twins once you taste them, though different at first sight.
Blimey.
Do we have a picture to go with this?
Yep.
Oh! Bad plane pass, bad plane buff.
Fuck's sake. Trying to scroll down. Right. There's the clues.
However slyly the bad ones try to hide, you can always find one sitting on a plain cookie's left side. There's a difference in the either end. When you move forward, neither's your friend. As you clear, the star nor moon are filled with bad surprise. The second left and second right are twins. Once you taste them, they're different at first sight. Scroll down a little bit.
It's as far down as I can go.
Right, so there's a difference in those three then, but when you seek to move forward, neither is your friend. So I'm guessing it can't. Number 2 means it can't be the end 2.
Yes. That would be logical.
They're all different. Neither star nor moon are filled with bad surprises. Okay, so they're at least not going to kill us. The second left and the second on the right are twins once you taste them. Right, so the star and the snowman. What's the first clue? However, the bad ones try to hide. You can find one sitting on a plain cookie's left side. Okay.
Okay, scroll down.
So if there's a bad one on the side, on its left side, that would say it's the.
However slyly the bad ones try to hide, you can always find one sitting on the plain cookies.
That would suggest that it's the Christmas trees and the. Is that a holly leaf?
Well, no, not necessarily. There's a difference in those stood at the end where you're seeking to move forward. He stopped sharing.
There you go. It's alright, I've put it in a paint shop screenshot so I can actually carry on doing stuff.
When you're seeking to move forward, neither is your friend.
That's what I mean. The 2 end ones aren't good.
And as you're clearly, the neither star nor moon are filled with bad surprises. The second left
And the second right
and the second on the right
are the same.
are twins once you taste them, though they're different at first sight.
But we know that the stars and the moons are good. So if the stars...
Well, we know that the stars and moons aren't bad.
Well, aren't bad, yeah. And we know that the ones, each one in one from each end is the same. So the stars and the snowmen are either nothing or aren't bad. But then if they say it's the... Where's that one that says the one on the left? The bad one's trying to hide is on a plain cookie's left side. The only two that we know are the same are the snowmen and the stars. That would suggest that and we know the one on the far left is bad. That would suggest that the tree and the holly are the bad ones. So the middle one is either the middle one or the moons is what we want. What's the middle?
Always try them both.
I think I got this, and he just picks up a present one and crunches on it.
Roll
No.
a D4.
Oh dear. They don't roll.
However slyly the
Two.
black ones fight.
You, as soon as you bite into the cookie and start crunching it, you sort of get knocked off your feet. You start dribbling a little bit out the right side of your mouth, and you lose 2 points in intelligence.
Guys, it's not that one.
To the even end, when you're seeking to move forward, neither is your friend. So they're bad. So they are bad. As you can see clearly, they're all different shapes and sizes. And neither star nor moon.
Right. Neither star nor moon are filled with bad surprises.
So that's
so
bad.
they are
That's
safe to
bad.
eat.
That's bad.
So you've got the
Second
middle one,
left.
and the two end ones are definitely
And
bad.
the second on the right. Our twins, once you taste them, they're different at
So
first.
it's not that one.
So
It can only be the moons, because we've tried the middle ones as bad. I'm sure the holly and the trees are bad because of the clue. And the stars and the snowmen are the same. And the ones at either end are not good to move forward, so it's got to be the moon.
As you made that realization, you take a closer look at the plate and you can see there's quite a few crumbs on there, whereas none of the others have any crumbs at all. But yes, that is correct.
He wipes his dribble away and picks up a moon one. He's like, guys, let's try again.
Yep.
What are you doing? Are you all taking a bite into a moon cookie?
I will take a moon cookie.
Yeah.
Very good. You, as you eat the cookie, nothing immediately happens.
C is for cookie. Good enough for me.
However, you are filled with the joys of festive cheer, and in the distance, you can hear the sound of bells ringing. Not like creepy bells, but like sleigh bells.
Creepy bells, are you listening?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Cookie monster bells.
If you remember back from the signs outside, the building above this one was the portals to Santa's workshop.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I thought that was C.
Yeah, those. So, if you go outside, you will see that the portals, now you can actually see into them. They have like a swirly, portally thingy in them, whereas they didn't before.
Pretty.
So what would you like to do?
Well, I went last time, guys, and it didn't work out so well for me, and I don't feel quite as...
I want to see the big man! And I just walk straight to the portal.
Small chance of success, certainty of death. I'm in.
Yep.
Let us go.
Very well.
Come along, shot man.
You're mad.
He's just going to yell into the portal like, are you okay?
I'm not short. I'm
How long's he?
really challenged.
As you walk through the portal, you feel a little bit warmer inside the room that you appear in. It's huge, unbelievably huge. It's a giant stone dome, almost half a mile in diameter. From halfway up the dome, the roof is enchanted to show stars and the aurora above. The same gentle golden light illuminates rows upon rows of small stone altars, all pointed in a circular plinth, which is raised up from the centre of the room. At each altar, a gnome sits with a frozen smile on their face, staring blankly eyed towards the centre. A wide aisle cuts a path through the endless concentric circles leading from the portal behind you straight towards the centre, where stands a large silhouette visible upon the plinth. Its back to you, and it appears to be very fat, very tall man wearing a crown with large, bulky robes. What would you like to do?
Hello?
Who goes there?
It is only me.
No ho ho, Santa.
Oh, children, Wintermas isn't until tomorrow.
I am not a child. I'm just very small. No, I am vertically challenged.
As you move forward, the portal behind you disappears.
Okay.
So,
Why don't you come forward? I have your presents here.
Okay.
We're in the presence of Darth Santa.
Rumpel just like steps forwards.
Those 2 intelligence points you're missing really were the key thing to this character, weren't they?
Yep.
yep. I would walk forwards to Santa so he could see me and say, Santa Claus, for many years I have aspired to be like you.
That's a noble cause.
And I have this ability too to detect good and naughty amongst people, like you do.
A noble cause again.
However, you must understand that what you do, however good and grateful, is but one day a year.
Corbs, while this is going on, could you give me a charisma save?
Oh my god.
Yes. Bear with me a second. Mm, 120. I have rolled a 15, but that is -1, so 14.
You feel an invasive presence in your brain. As you do this, your consciousness blanks out. What I would like you to do, however, is take your rapier and smack Doug up the side of the head.
Then actually attempt to
What the
today.
fuck? Don't try that hard, please.
Sorry.
Crit?
No, 18 plus the 6, so 24. But it's not a crit. I only crit on 19 and 20.
Yes,
Sorry.
you will be.
That's my fault. So rapier it does. Do you want to know what damage it does, or do you want? If I'm just trying to hit him with the
Oh,
blunt
yeah,
end?
yeah.
No.
I was trying to make it so I was hitting you with a blunt end.
No, Santa's controlling his character. He's going to beat the shit out of Doug with it.
Okay, hang on. Let me roll.
And then you could all roll initiative.
That's 1d8 plus 5.
6.
Sorry, it's a bit slow using. Roll 20. That'd be 9.
Ow.
Sorry.
Yes. And then give me 2 seconds and I will get you all to roll initiative.
Rumpel's just going to turn and be like, why you do that?
Well, you didn't.
She said that I couldn't buy it first.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. She's like, can I watch it? I was like, is the only thing you want is no shit.
Let me know what you've all got.
A
16.
16
7.
you got.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, that is 23.
I got 7.
You got 7, did you say?
7 for me, and I think
Yeah.
Cobbs has 23.
Yes.
Right, very good. Right, Corpse, roll another charisma save.
Please roll better.
I'll try. There we go. 17.
You instantly regain control of your limbs and wonder why you're suddenly holding your rapier pointing it at Doug.
Meld.
And Doug's about to fucking cast a huge spell in your face.
You know that Santa possessed you. You're up first, Corpse.
I will charge in and attack Santa twice. Mit the rapier. So I will roll this one, which is 15, 21. 11.
That does not hit the jolly fat man.
21 first and then 11 because I get
Oh, sorry, yeah, the first one hits.
That was going to be a 15 present anyway.
8 plus 5 is 11 points of pointy damage. I was shouting over my shoulder at Doug saying, I'm sorry, I was not in my right mind.
He was in his left mind.
That is Doug. You're up next. You've just seen one of your friends try and attack you, and now, of all things, he's gone to attack Santa, your idol.
Okay.
And he has the audacity to blame Santa for hitting you.
He does.
Don't do this. Doug's known for killing me in games.
It wasn't you that attacked Santa.
It wasn't you that attacked Santa, it was me.
I know, but I just meant other party members.
And he did say that was very noble of me.
Yeah.
And he's just attacked Santa.
I have. At Wintermas Eve as well.
In his own home.
Bastards. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon on El Gato as a bonus action, which attacks for AC 20.
Yeah.
So that clunks you over the head for 12 force damage.
Oh my god.
I'm getting that DM smile.
What is it? Never trust a smiling DM.
Oh, you're way past that point there.
We've gone through the other side of the looking glass.
Quite literally.
But what I'm also going to cast. No, I'm not. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting that actually Spiritual Weapon is not a fucking concentration spell.
No, it's not.
So I am going to walk up to within 15 feet of Santa Claus, and I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
As you do that, you get the overwhelming sense of somebody who's not been on the nice list.
I would have got that anyway, wouldn't I? Because that's an innate ability.
As you get closer, it gets a lot stronger. At first, it's sort of you put it down to the fact it was Rumple.
Okay.
As you get closer and closer to Santa, it becomes too obvious to not notice.
Okay, in which case then, I wouldn't have actually cast Zone of Truth at that point. I would call out and say, El Cato, I apologize, my friend. It appears there is some deception going on here. And I will cast Sacred Flame on Santa Claus.
Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing, little one?
DC 16 deck save, please, Santa.
Fail.
11.
What does DC stand for?
Difficulty check.
Ah.
That is Santa up next.
If the money does go in Monday, more money to play.
Yes. Santa takes a step towards you down the plinth. Ho, ho, ho. Somebody does not want their presents this Wintermas, do they? So, Elgato, you're right next to Santa, aren't you?
Yes. I may have whittled on his boots.
Okay. Actions.
He keeps a frisky as here. I shall poo in his lunchbox and walk away disdainfully.
He's going to walk in between you two. Because you were. Did you still go 15 feet away, Doug?
No, you said as I
Okay.
got closer that I detected it, so I would have
That's fine.
stayed 30 feet away.
Okay, cool. As he approaches you, Elgato, he reaches into a small sack that he's been carrying over his back and pulls out what appears to be a large gnomish designed rocket, which he laughs and lobs at you. 17.
Is a miss.
Okay. It explodes next to you, killing an elf.
No!
Up 3. Ho ho! Those'll be a great hit this year.
Santa knows nothing of elfin safety.
He will also glare at you, Rumpel. Give me a DC 15 charisma save.
Charisma. What is my charisma? 8.
You feel the sides of your vision going as they turn to black.
I saw my friends all fight and then it turned all black.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You are going to attack Elgato.
With?
What magic spells have you got? Have you got
No.
Fireball?
I have got...
Fireball.
I've got Firebolt.
That'll do.
That'll do. Firebolt is fucking 18.
18.
Yes.
Hit. Yes.
Oh no.
18.
For 14 damage.
Your poor whiskers.
Stuff like cat on a hot tin roof. Yeah.
Feeling hot.
Feline.
Singed.
Feline. Hot. Hey.
Go on.
Don't be such a pussy.
Oh. And that's you up next, Steve. You can roll again, DC 15.
DC 15.
Nah, 20 all in. Modify 20.
8.
You. No, just Steve.
Oh, that's Steve. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, the other Steve. You are breaking free of Santa's spell.
Sweet.
You can have your action now.
Can I cast Charm Person upon Santa?
You can try.
What is my thing? Wisdom save 14.
That's a pass.
He passes.
Yes.
When you cast this, you can. There's no other creatures here, is there?
Well, there's probably several thousand elves.
That are in combat with us, I mean.
No.
Then that is, I think, all I can do. Give me a few seconds. Why do all my things say like one action, one action, one action? Then one of them's just got a time. It just says 1 minute.
It's
There'll be a duration.
yeah. Or no, it'll be like a casting time thing on it.
Yeah.
So
So how
10
would I
rounds.
use? So it'd
What?
take me 10 rounds to cast a spell.
What's the spell?
What spell is it?
Magic Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause it's a ritual
That's
spell.
because
isn't
you're
it?
writing stuff on the floor.
All right, cool. If I'd have known that, I'd have done that beforehand. That's the end of my turn, then, mate.
You're not doing anything else.
I cannot.
Right. Back to corpse.
Oh wow! I've just noticed on D&D Beyond it says it gives you a thing for it. It's you can just scroll down. It says 1A, 1M, 1C, 1B, 1R for reaction and stuff.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Second Wind. Or do
Oh.
Second Wind.
Get some hit points back, baby.
Get a few hit points back because I do need them. So that's 11.
Okay. That means I don't need to do what I needed to do. Sweet.
That's sweet. And then I will attack Santa.
I will also call out to cards, be like, "I'm sorry, my friend. I did not mean to."
That's a 15 and a 17.
Both hit.
Then
And do not forget the action surge.
I will pass it. Can I surge my actions? I've taken a bonus action already.
I don't think action surge is actually a bonus, is it?
No, it's a class feat. So yes, you can do it.
All right, just give me one more attack.
Yes.
No, 2.
2. Is it?
2 more attacks. Well, let's do that then.
4 attacks. 2
Uh,
have already hit. You just need to roll for the other 2.
Sorry. So that's a 12 and a 14.
Neither of which hit.
Sorry. Right, the first 2 is so let's see. Second is a 11 for the first one, and
You don't
7
like rolling 11s.
for the second one.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Maybe my dice is waiting. I found my dice now.
Santa
Don't
just
you
sort of
blame
laugh
my
at,
dice? Well, the gift
Santa
guy.
laughs at you in a mocking sort of voice. You notice, if any of you are inclined to look above you, the enchanted ceiling of the stars in the aurora has sort of cleared, and it's just like a black, almost storm cloud type situation. No pressure. Doug?
Okay, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon as a bonus action to attack Santa Claus.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
Oh, fantastic. And that does
He's wearing fat armor.
13 damage.
Nice.
Which is nice. So that's my bonus action. And then for my action. Oh, is that shitty?
You're beating Santa up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to walk to within 10 feet of Santa, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Guardians.
Which one's that?
That's the one where I call for spirits to protect me. They flit around for 15 feet from me for the duration. They appear angelic or fey. When I cast this spell, I can designate any number of creatures unaffected by it. So Rumpelstiltskin and El Cato are unaffected.
Okay.
While they're in the affected area, the creature's speed is halved. And when they enter the area for the first time or start the turn there, they must make a wisdom saving throw where they've entered the turn since I've cast it. On a fail, they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
So DC 16 wisdom saving throw, please, Santa.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Oh, what's this?
And he takes 20 radiant damage.
Nice.
And that's me done.
As you do that, Santa sort of falls to the ground almost. He's not dead. He's almost knocked unconscious. The crown that was upon his head rolls off. Ripple of shouts and conversation runs through the elves that are around you. He's here. Above you is a writhing monstrosity which unravels itself and makes its way down towards the crown. What have you done? You have interrupted the plan. We prepare for my arrival in this world. I see your thoughts. We are not so different. Join me and I will spare you. Wear the crown. Wield the power. Become Santa.
Hey, Sandy, you can be everything you ever wanted to be.
With the last bit, he appears to be specifically talking to you, Sandy.
Okay.
However, for the rest of you, he is sort of next to you as well. Rumpel, he says specifically to you the last words, wield the power over all minds.
Oh.
And to you, Corbs, you could be whatever you want to be. Just wear the crown. Go on. Pick it up.
Are we still in combat or out of combat?
Still out of combat, but I'll keep initiative order.
Okay. Well, I just finished my turn beating up Santa, so I won't do anything yet.
What would you like to do? Anybody? If you're done, Doug, next up is Rumpel.
What are the elves doing right now?
Sort of chittering to themselves, clapping, excited, pointing at this writhing monstrosity of smoke in front of you. Are any of you proficient in history?
Yes.
I think I did, but no, I didn't. I
put myself around Santa, so I've got history, insight, investigation, perception, and animal handling.
You, if you want to give me an intelligence, a history roll, Doug.
Oh, that's quite a good one. 22.
You recognise what this is. This monstrosity of writhing smoke in front of you is an avatar of an old one,
Okay.
but it's only a portion of the true god's strength.
Yeah, that's fine. However, even though I know what it is, I'm going to let Rumpelstiltskin and Thingy have their natural turn before I say anything. Which is
I'm going to walk over and pick the crown up and be like, "What do you say, fellas? We could. This could be interesting."
What could possibly go wrong? The crown itself is a simple spiked design. It appears to be cut from obsidian, but it is surprisingly light.
I would
What
say
do you
don't put on the crown. Look what it is to Santa. He was a benign old gentleman, and now
Well, Santa's never visited me. It was always very mean, really.
That's because you was always naughty.
I've been good today.
And you shall be rewarded for that, but by wearing that crown, you shall not.
Take your reward.
He looks around, seeing if he can see where this voice comes from.
Everywhere.
I know what that voice is.
What? Do you hear it too?
No, I know what it is.
Well, what is it then?
It is an old one. Ancient.
Everything you have ever
Dark.
wanted.
Evil. It is like you, but 1,000
Worse.
times worse.
It wants me to wear the crown?
Yes.
Do not.
I don't think it would look very fashionable upon your head.
And you will not get your 750 gold if you wear it.
You can have all the gold you want.
Well, you two seem to be very nice people. Normally, people chase me out of town with like angry shouts and pitchforks and that like. But if you say it's bad, I will go with you. It's bad, and he just tosses it over to the feet of them.
At which point, Craig, I'd like to cast a guiding bolt followed by a spiritual weapon attack on the glowing thing.
Fools. 16 to hit.
So spiritual weapon first. It's a 24.
Is that a crit or a...
No, it's
Yeah,
modified.
it definitely hits. I could have given you everything.
Nice. 13 force damage from the spiritual weapon.
13, 1-3.
Yep. And the guiding bolt is a 25, which is a crit.
Ooh, double damage. Double max damage.
Oh, double max.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4d6, which is 24, so 48.
Nice.
Ooh.
So that's 61 total from the two attacks.
You hear this ungodly scream coming from just everywhere. Right, Doug, that was you. The Avatar's up next.
Eat my motes of golden light, shitty death.
Give me a DC 15 charisma check, Doug.
Me? I shall indeed. Is it a check or a save?
Save.
Oh, I'm proficient in that. 19.
Nice. You instantly know that the old one has tried to take over you.
And I give it a
He lets out an angry.
While you focus on me, you do not focus on my friends who can do a hell of a lot more than I can. I am just a merely support role. Go get him, Gatto and Rumpelstiltskin.
Then
What's your AC done?
18.
That's unfortunate. That would be a 25.
Yeah, just about.
You take 9 points of damage as you feel your brain getting smacked.
9. Ooh, let's do a con save. Oh, another nat crit.
You also need to take a dex save.
A dex save.
Yeah.
18.
You pass.
Ooh. I don't know what I want to save against, but yeah, I'm glad. And I keep. In fact, I didn't even need to do the fucking con save because it's spiritual weapons, not a concentration spell.
No.
Fuck! I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking that because it stays. It's a concentration spell, but it's not.
is your spiritual other thing up?
That's my house.
Wall of evil creep, no. Sorry.
Oh yeah, spiritual guardians.
Yeah.
How close were they?
15, you said, didn't you?
15 feet is the range of it. Yeah.
I don't think you actually said where you cast it.
It's attacked me, so it's got to be within 15 feet.
It's a magic attack.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, reach 15. Yeah, you're right.
I was just seeing if it was still up.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, so it's a DC 16 save. So
Ooh, 25 on a wisdom.
Yeah, he saves that. However, is that half or? I'm just trying to find the spell now. So not there. Spirit Guardians. It is.
I've completely lost track of whose turn it is now. It's my turn, isn't it?
No, you just attacked me.
Yeah.
So on a success, it still takes half.
Okay, cool.
So 3d8. 15. So it takes another 7 radiant damage. That's quite a good damage dealing turn I've done there.
Yeah. As you do that, the avatar sort of splits itself into 4 different places.
Oh dear.
That is Rumple, I believe.
Rumple. Rumple will cast. Where is it gone? Burning Hands at the avatar thing.
Which one?
Are there any difference between any of them?
They all look identical.
Blur. Although Burning Hands is an AoE, could he get them all?
No, it's not. It's a self one.
It's a cone, Burning Hands.
Touch.
Yeah, but it's an AoE effect. 15-foot cone.
Hang on.
I thought Burning Hands was a touch spell.
No.
No.
You're thinking of Chill Touch.
Okay.
I will instead use Scorching Ray.
Ooh, he's targeting 2 of them.
When you cast a spell using a spot of 3rd or higher, you create an additional ray for each slot level above 2nd. So I throw 3 rays of fire at these targets.
Roll.
Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On the hit, it takes damage. Okay.
Yeah.
First one is 11.
That one goes straight through.
Missed.
Second is a 17.
That one makes contact.
Don't roll a third one yet, Steve.
You can roll your damage for that one if you want.
What the fuck? What's the damage?
Don't you roll first to see if it's a proper one or one of the illusions?
That's what he's just done. He's rolled and he's hit.
So,
Are you talking about the blur?
What?
No.
No, he's on about the avatars.
Yes, what I'm saying is, did the avatar cast blur?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a reskinned version of it's different.
All right, then. That's cool.
I'm tweaking it slightly for the sake of brevity.
I presume then, if that hit, I would follow the next 2 bolts at the same guy.
Yep.
So,
You'll still have to roll for the third one to see if you actually hit it or miss it.
all right, okay. So we've got 1 hit. Third one is a 17 again,
Yep, that last 2 hit.
and the fourth one is a 2.
That well and truly misses and kills it out.
So we've got two hits, yeah.
Yeah.
So we need 4d6. 1. Where's all that? Oh, my d6 over there. 2, 3, 4. You got a 4, a 2, a 3, and a 6. 15.
Would you like to describe how you obliterate the old one?
He fires off a shot from his palm. He sees it go straight through this image, and then he fires off 3 following ones. 1 dissipates, goes straight through another image, and takes off the head of an elf, leaving just like a scorched neck. And the second 2 go from either side on this last image, causing a large explosion of fire, like a little mini nuke.
As you do that, the old one lets out a blood-curdling scream inside all of your heads. You can all make a Constitution save.
Oh no!
Oh,
16.
7. And that's with +5.
Oh wait, what's my modifier? +2. Okay, so I got 3.
Oh, that's worse than me.
Corbs and Steve, you take 8 points of psychic damage each as the avatar explodes in a plume of smoke and leaves this world. As that happens, the elves around you sort of instantly stop their laughing and cackling and just look around, not really knowing quite why they're there or what's happened.
I pull out my spare bag that I've got attached to my hip, and I stick the crown in there and do it up.
Very good.
Do not want that going awry, and I'm going to ignore the other 2 and go check on Santa.
Right, time to check on the jolly fat man.
The jolly old man is unconscious on the floor. He's alive, he's not dead, but he is unconscious.
In which case, he can have a dose of
Sperm.
I'm going to cast a prayer of healing because I don't get to cast that very often. Takes a little while.
You successfully revive Santa.
Yay! And everyone else gains 17 hit points.
Woo!
Congratulations, you have saved Wintermas.
Oh yeah.
Santa explains to you that the crown was dug up by some of his elves. I'm done now. I'm just wrapping it up.
You best be. It's midnight.
I know.
Yeah, you got told.
I know. The crown was dug up a few weeks ago by some of his elves, and since then, a for some reason, he's had an unquenchable urge to make cookies of domination to give out as gifts to all the hundreds and thousands of children across the world. But now that he's back to his senses, he will instantly stop doing that.
Just go do it. You take it.
He asks you what you've done with the crown.
Shelby.
I have secured it on my being for now, with no intention to wear it at all. And I will find a church that can protect it and lock it away to study it with people who will not be inclined to wear it.
Very well. I think a change to my list is in order for you, Rumpel.
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
And
you
I-
assaulted your friends. You took my presents without permission and gave them to others. I think you need to go from the nice list to the naughty list, don't you?
I need to go from the nice list to the naughty list?
You are a gullible one.
And I would very quickly do a detect good and evil, a good and bad, aimed at Rumpel.
He is indeed good.
And I will just give him a sly little wink.
What? I'm on the good list?
Smile.
You've never visited me. Never.
I told you, you were always naughty.
With
Oh.
that, we are done. You have saved Santa. You didn't kill him, as requested by Quentin. You've got rid of the old one and saved Wintermas for all the little boys and girls.
Yay!
Don't you feel all happy?
Rumpel feels warmth.
I would ask Santa for Christmas that if he ever wanted to retire, he would consider me his replacement.
That's a big question for a present, for such a small one to ask. Aren't you a little small to be Santa Claus?
5'8" as a dwarf and 275 pounds. I'm making my way towards becoming Santa Claus.
We shall see. And that is it. Santa lends you a sleigh so that you can get back to the town. But unfortunately, it's one of the old broken ones. So the only thing the sleigh radio will play is Sleighing Home for Christmas
Sleighing home
by
for
Chris Red.
Christmas. I can't wait to see their faces.
Sleighing Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
At least it ain't Rick Astley.
Okay, at least it's
Never
not,
gonna let you
Christmas
sleigh. Never gonna let you ride.
Thank you very much indeed, Craig.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's
I'm
very,
going
very
to go
good.
and beg for my testicles back.
Yep. I'm probably going to do the same.
Good luck.
Adios.
Take care.
And you.
All the best.
Good to
Oh,
play
you
with
should probably tell Kat as well that for the first part of the stream, we've got her dancing in the kitchen as well.
you. I told her, she laughed.
She was quite good with a little bopping around. Not nearly as good as Anisha, though.
Nisha's when she thinks no one's watching, she's a fucking crazy dancer. She can do some crazy shit.
We noticed.
But she's funny. Well, Corbs, always a pleasure. And Doug, it's nice to get in a game with you again after all this time.
But he hasn't killed you,
I know. He was playing a nice character.
right?
Doug,
Could have
Doug,
still
Doug
gone quite pear-shaped with that mind meld stuff.
just out of interest, what would have happened had I put on the crown? I was very tempted.
You would have become the avatar of the old one and taken on the form of that. You would have basically. Hold on, let me show you. There was loads of different outcomes for it. There was one where you killed Santa and took the offer of the old one. There was ones where you killed everything and took the crown yourself. Where is it? Conclusions. Refused the offer, killed the avatar, leave Santa alive and well, which is the one you did. Take the offer, wear the crown of domination with the avatar alive. Players gain the ability to control minds, but be immediately under the control of the old one, whose first imperative is killing Santa. Players achieve. There's that one. Refuse the offer of the avatar. Kill the avatar, and then wear the crown anyway. Players will freely gain the ability to control minds, including the room full of gnomes who can duplicate and teleport items once, and Santa if he is still alive. Kill Santa. The item copying gnomes will be terrified and attempt to flee. They will not assist the players in any way unless compelled, for example, through an extremely high persuasion check. Proof of death is taken to the Grinch. He will provide what? Oh, yeah, I know. Sorry, you skipped that part. There was if you went into the holding cells, there was actually an elf in there called the Grinch who asked you to kill Santa. If you took proof of Santa being killed to him, he will provide one item within a reasonable. Provide any item reasonably within the character's knowledge, imagination, no greater than 5 by 5. The Grinch cannot create sentient beings, but can create mindless constructs in the manner of a golem. Fulfill the brief and return to Happy Joy. It's fairly obvious you get paid. We're putting the crown on our dog, reindeer, pet, or Dave's head. If the avatar is alive and players choose not to wear the crown themselves, it'll attempt to kill them. If they kill the avatar, the crown may be freely removed until 1d10 days have passed. Whoever or whatever wears the crown will quickly use it to try and fulfill their character's goals. The reindeers are prideful and will force others to worship it and bring it food. The Grinch will force everyone out of his way and get his tribes back into... yeah, basically.
Cool. That's good that there's quite a few endings.
There's loads.
That was good, that.
It was a nice time. It's quite a funny one, to be fair.
I was dubious because Doug's been a pain at times, but it was very good today.